And we are live. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys for jumping on in. Wait for the BTC ETH to cool off and backtest before opening long positions in cake and EGLD. I mean, that's a wait for the BTC ETH to cool off and backtest before opening long positions in cake and EGLD. I mean, that's a wait for the BTC. And there we go. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful Saturday. It's a beautiful time to be alive, and Bitcoin hits a all-time high for Bitcoin. Yet again, I love saying that. How many times do we get to say that throughout this bull run? Many times. Shout out to Adam Kahn. Shout out to the Billionaire Team. Money for the People. 123 Chris. Tyler Duran. Small little crew on Saturday. People like to sleep on their Saturdays. Not many people like to work 7 days a week. But you know, if you're a crypto lifer, you know you can make money any day of the week. There's an opportunity almost all the time in crypto. So the less you sleep, no, but I mean, you got to sleep, but you know what I'm saying. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. We are making history every day. Shout out to Emil Cook for jumping on into the live stream. So we're going to start the show with none other than, look what I call this list, the show. Down here, look, the list is called the show right there. And it's the show. What is the show? The show is Bitcoin. Guys, Bitcoin's following my line exactly. It's just funny because remember that guy said you make diagonal lines for your projections? Yeah, I do. And you can see so far, we created this pattern for you. We showed you we were in a bit of a pennant. And it follows my system. What is my system? Are we in a bullish pattern? Check. Are we in the last 25% of the pattern? Check. Is the price near the bottom of the pattern? Check. Is the MACD turning bullish in the pink, in a bullish way? Red line turning towards the blue line turning towards the red? Check. Are we low on the stochastics? We were down here. Everything was set up for this move on the daily, okay? On the daily as well as the 4 hour. Now we're in another pennant, and I created this trade for you guys. If you had missed the bigger trade, I said, okay, let me give you the 4 hour. It's in a pennant, and I see the 4 hour going all the way up here to $62,000, you know? And then we also have been calling the bigger target here of the bigger pennant. Okay, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We gave you the bigger trade. We gave you the smaller trade. We gave you it all. We really did here on this channel. Matching this projection. And that gives us a $75,000 Bitcoin. Even more. We're going up to $78,000. And I even have some projections on the daily that give us to $80,000. So shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you so much for coming in. SXP looks like it's about to break out of a big cup and handle. Took my BTC profits and put them in SXP. Shout out to Chrissy. I also have a large position, not too large, maybe about $2,000 worth of Bitcoin and SXP. So Chrissy, shout out to you. And guys, a lot of trades are open right now on in the charts and calls only. If we go over to charts and calls only, 300 subscribers. We have 1,000 people in the trading room. Only 300 people looking at the calls and the charts, which is really where all the money is being made. Let's take a look at the charts and calls only that we got right here. Sushi call that was made. It gave you a buy zone. Gave you a second buy zone in case, but it really just blasted through both buy zones. Sushi just did damage last night. I saw it going up as I went to sleep. Almost was one of the reasons I couldn't get to sleep. Shout out to everyone here. Thank you so much. 30 people watching. Hit that like button. Let's get moving. Let's get moving for the amazing content. Here's another one. EGLD. It's you know, the buy zone was here down at the bottom of the trend line. Look for this to break to the upside. EGLD. Indicators small time frames are cooled off, but daily suggests a sideways movement in the key zone and then following the uptrend. So here's this key zone right here. Probably should stay in it until it breaks to the upside. Perfect buy was around there. Still watching EGLD. Okay. Cake. Talking about cake here. Buy zone when it came down to the bottom of the trend line. Looked like a juicy place. Look, bounce up, bounce up. It's now going to wiggle through here and probably break to the upside. Also forming a bit of a bowl. As you can see, it might even make a cup and a handle. We'll see what happens, but so far so good. I like cake. I would not give up on cake. Pancake Swap V2 is coming out. They're not giving up. They're going to be migrating to V2. They're going to be moving. So they're battling with Uniswap. They're competing. I'm still waiting on 1 inch to fly. It's coming. I would just, the longer something takes to fly, the bigger the move, man. I like when I have to wait. I got comp in a bit of a head and shoulder pattern here. Bottom of the trend line. These are where you want to make your buys. Watch comp It was sitting there at about what, 451. I like comp here in this traditional. Basically, it's doing beautiful consolidation, and I see it doing this and then breaking on out. Comp. We have CTSI in a cup and handle. Watch CTSI starting to pop out of the cup and handle as well. Cartesi. We have Beam. Beam, once it breaks this level, it will break this other local high and continue to the upside. Not much resistance. So watch Beam on the 4 hour there. SXP in the cup and handle and already broke out. We gave you the trade before it happened. I just updating it and showing you there's more to come out of these cup and handles. You can see it's how a lot of these trades look similar. I want to give you the Ferrum network. You do have to open up an account on KuCoin. But that's fine. No worries. Okay, KuCoin is fine. I even have a referral link I'll be posting later on in the group. If you want to get into KuCoin, let me know. Support the channel, get into KuCoin. The Ferrum network in a beautiful cup and handle, ready to do some damage. The Ferrum network is kind of used. People need to hold it to get into like starting pre-sales and things of that nature. So it has that use case. So look out for the Ferrum network. Beam, as I showed you, doing that thing. That's that second cup, what it looks like. SXP, just someone making a short, an idea of this here. Bitcoin dominance. Here's a sushi chart we were giving you at 19. I said it had more room to go up to 26. Look for it to break to the upside. What happened to sushi? It broke to the upside. Okay. Talking about DOT running out of the room here. Eventually it's going to get into this. It's going to squiggle in here. Look for this buy zone for DOT in between $35 and $38. Look for DOT to explode. Explode. Matic already exploded. Here was the call. More to come. And here was the call. More came. Went all the way to the exact target given. Shout out to Hadouken for the targets. Also, Ziliqua, another target, hit. DOT, again, buy zone in that area. This is what we're talking about. A lot of crazy trades here. Dent in the cup and handle with the buy zone starting to break out too as well. So we've been going over a lot. IOST in the buy zone. Bounced off support here in the Fibonacci rep, the 706. Moved up. Now bounced off the 0.5 fib. IOST. 1 inch still in the buy zone. Like this still is a viable trade. It moved a little bit, but it never left the buy zone. Never hit the stop loss. 1 inch still. That 375 to 415 area is hot for 1 inch. We gave the CHZ trade at 29 cents. The buy zone, stop loss. CHZ would rip all the way to 94 cents at one point. So shout out to everyone in this group. There was not one real big trade we did not really miss. Zcash did damage. Okay? So right here, the CHZ trade was given right here. Clear as day at 9:33 a.m. on the 33. So just going over the trades in the group. SXP, cup and handle. So just going over a lot of the trades that have been given in the group. DOT, buy the breakout of these levels. Sell zone number 2. Targets, stop loss, aggressive buy zone. Beautifully done chart. Beautifully done chart. Beautifully done chart. All right, so look for more to come. If you're not in these calls and charts, calls only, you join the regular group. You hit the pinned messages. You scroll up one box. This has every single group. You join these groups. Okay? While you still can. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. We're going to get into Bitcoin now. But many trades just given there. You can go back and read that. I mean, that was just a lot of people charge for what I just showed you. They charge a lot of money. A lot of money for what I just showed you. Okay, so check it out. My Discord in the background, get rid of that. Okay, so let's see what's going on for Bitcoin right now. On the 4 hour, still has room to go. When the stochastics get up here, it does not mean the party's over. It kind of means we're just getting in the ramp and we could start to speed up. And it shows the momentum is really picking up. Also, we're getting a very lack of bearish momentum, and we're getting a push up here in the MACD. Not a lot of movement, but a little bit of a push up too. All right, I'm going to take off all my other stuff, and we're going to look at this fresh like a baby. Okay, so beautiful thing here. We broke all-time highs. It would make sense if we would calm down and retest one more time. A retest would be nice. We don't have to. It would also coincide with us touching the 21-day moving average, which we might like to do. So I could see the 21 creeping up, the price getting up. They might coincide with them touching. It might just touch the 21 right above, support, which I see happen a lot in a bull run, or it might just continue to move up. But so far, so good. Bitcoin doing its thing and on its way to the next target, okay? We're not done yet. Remember, $62,000 target. Now let's see if we could trade Bitcoin right now. Is there a trade on Bitcoin at the very moment? Yesterday, we gave you a trade for Bitcoin during the live stream. It played out exactly to a T. Get in at 55.84. Get out at about 57.9, 58,000. It was a beautiful trade. Shout out to everyone who possibly took that trade. Now, just on the 1 hour, let's look for some local support. Let's look for some local idea here so you can build the story. Okay, so we have some support and resistance here. We don't want Bitcoin, obviously, to break. Okay, be safe, be safe. Bitcoin cannot break 58,000, right? We'd like to see it bounce. If it breaks 58,000, still, I don't see this as a double top. Do I see long-term bearish divergence? I really don't want to call that bearish divergence as well. We'll take a look at it closer on a bigger time frame. Now, we're also going to do this. We're going to throw Bitcoin in this zone like that, okay? So this is a rising wedge, 58%, 68% chance to break to the downside, but they do break up, and when they break up, they're usually the beginning of parabolic moves, okay? I would take the aggressive length of the pole, not even the short length, the aggressive length of the pole. Pull it up here, and this is the 1 hour chart, which usually gives you, like, you know, a smaller version of what's to come, okay? Thank you for giving us your most precious time, your most precious thing, your time. Thank you for giving me your most precious thing, your time. Shout out to every single one out here on the live stream. But if they only knew, shout out to all the crypto couples. Let's take a look here at the. Let me see what's going on with the chat. A lot of chat coming in there. I want to respond, man. I used to be upset when the chat was so small, wasn't enough chatting. Now I'm like, yes, let's get that chat going. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. So let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see what you guys are saying. So, you're a wizard, bro. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's the nicest thing anyone could say to me. I actually, like, calling me a wizard is probably my favorite thing. A few people have called me a wizard before, and it makes me blush. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm not really a wizard, though. I feel like I just spend a lot of time in the charts. I want to look at B Pro. We're going to get into that for a second for you guys, too. See how it's kind of following Bitcoin, very similar. Okay, so take a look. Internet acting a little slow, wondering what's going on. And trading view. So take a look at trading view right here. This gives us a target for Bitcoin, 68,000 on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour. So probably a pretty easy, sizable target for Bitcoin to do. That's only a 20% gain for Bitcoin after breaking an all-time high. Okay. So let's go back to all-time highs. Let's see when Bitcoin broke all-time highs, what happened. Okay, so right here, this is the similar. So I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna blow your mind, guys. Okay. I'm gonna show you how Bitcoin loves to do the same thing. Okay, almost over and over again. Okay. So you see this big cup, right? This was a cup and handle as well. The handle doesn't always have to be a downward handle. The handle can be a rising wedge. Okay. So clearly also, I mean, what wasn't in the cup and handle? I could put almost anything we have in a cup and handle. Tenacious Tim, dude, you're the real MVP, and shout out to all the others who post charts in the Telegram. Thank you so much for that, Tenacious Tim. I really appreciate that, man. I really do. Thank you very, very much. That means the world to me. Shout out to anyone who donates. You guys are the man. Band is a sleeper, but will blow up. Band is going to have its day in the sun. Believe you me. Believe you me. Hadouken, thanks for holding bags of both. We'll be taking profits. Lots of gems. BZRX and CRV charts in the group. CRVR breakout of the cup and handle. Money for the people is cake in the buy zone now, or should I wait for the hourly chart to cool off before opening a long position? Save that question. I'd like to hope I can remember the answer to that. We'll go over cake. We'll go over cake, so you'll see it. Bolt when BTC ends. Yeah, we like Bolt. We're looking at Bolt. Supreme K. Talking about Bolt. We both looked at Volt the other day. Thank you for putting that on my radar. Band bought in. Looks like it has some potential. Oh my God, Band is amazing. Band is a protocol oracle. Band is an oracle. I love Band. I've been holding Band for a long time. We got into Band around $5, $6, $7. Love Band. I love Band. Band has been bleeding badly for a long time. I got stuck in that bleed. That coin looks weak. We got into Band early. I believe Band will have its day. It has partnerships with almost so many big coins. I bought ASR following the gaming trend, up a couple hundies. Also bought AVAX, riding till $60. I like AVAX call right now. I was a little early on the accumulation, but I still want to tell people to accumulate AVAX. Definitely. Band doing its thing. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. 48 people watching, 18 likes. That is not the life or way, a true crypto life for someone who truly lives by the Zen code. Follows me to the death. no, I'm just, but I want to have a loyal following. My loyal people, please hit that like button. It brings more loyal people into the chat. It gets us all going. Sometimes I forget to hit the like button. I'll be dead honest. So shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Shout out to XRP Muser, my dude. Bull Run Ready, my friend. Band bought in. Looks like it has some potential. Caught the stream on the way home. Good road listen. Okay, yeah, I'll do my best on that radio voice so you can get that ride in the car, baby. Hit that like, guys. Shout out to everyone in the live stream. Greeting from the Alps. Shout out to Andreas sitting in the Alps doing his thing. Looking over. Can you put a picture in the Telegram of like a beautiful a mountain or something, and I will post that. I want to see what the Alps look like if we could. If it's not too much to ask, that would be kind of nice. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. So Bitcoin going up to 68,000 is my call. Cup and handle for Bitcoin. Tells me that there's more to come for Bitcoin as well. A bigger target brewing out of the cup and handle as well. If we take the top of the line to the bottom and we bring that all the way up. And all I'm doing is just what we do. I'm just doing what TA shows me to do. Like, I'm a robot, guys. I make cup and handles and I draw lines. Like, we do the same thing over and over again on this channel. And that's like basically the 7777 which is pretty interesting. Like pretty close to that, about $77,500 bigger target. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin probably to about 80K to the next bigger pullback. So I see at least a 30% move from the 60,000. Okay. Let's look at the last time, as we were about to say, we broke all-time highs. Okay. And that was when we were in this small cup right here. People seem to forget, but we hit a high. We had this little retracement here. And thank you so much, Andrew Gibson, for donating the $5 on a Saturday, man. Thank you very, very much. At all-time hype. Thank you for the stream. Let's go. Let's go. Do I put on all-time hype crazy music and get us amped up? Do we want to get the energy up on a Saturday? I think it'll hit resistance at 75, 80K. Yeah, right. Get real. Totally, man. It's funny. Isn't that funny? I said your name, but it sounds like I told you, yeah, right, get real. I just want to make a play on some words there. Yeah, right, get real said, I think it'll hit resistance at 75, 80K. Yeah, I do. Bullish on Cardano. Any thoughts on Auto BUSD? You know, I've been liking Auto Farm. DeFi is working good. Why not something that does it for you? Auto Farm, right? Kind of makes sense. Says what it is. So I like Auto. I like Hydra. We'll take a look, man. We're going to go through all the coins in a second. Let me just get through Bitcoin. I want to show you some crazy fractal action. I want to show you some ridiculous things. So check this out. Check this out as I blow your minds, as I do almost every time we hang out. And I blow my own mind with you guys hanging out every time. Because you guys are here, it gives me the energy to find things that I might normally not find. To think of things I might normally not think about, and to go places I might not go. And because of you guys, I believe it makes me even better. I vibe off your energy, you vibe off my energy, and somehow through all that exchange, we get to some amazing places together. And I think that's what's so great about this. Now check this out. Look at this fractal. It's the same as that, right? Broke to the upside, but look, I want to show you something. This is basically the cup to the remember we had an all-time high, $34,000. Okay. That was it. That was our all-time high. We would crush all the way back down, 25, play games. We would come up, and it was either going to be a double top of scariness, or we were going to break to the upside. Okay. Now here we did the double top and broke to the downside. You can see that, right? Now we came to the same place here. And this is what I want to show you. I want to show you fractal action. There's so much fractal action. We also found a fractal this morning. I was doing a tutoring session with one of my good friends, and I saw a fractal going on with Theta. And that's the thing about the tutoring sessions too. Like, You never know what we're going to find out in the tutoring session, but we always find out something pretty amazing. So to me, this is what's going on. We're in the bit of a big cup here. I'm going to bring it down, and I'm going to double click into this. So this is all we have to look at. Take a look. But to me, I mean, these fractals are nuts. Look at that. Look at it. Say it ain't so, Mama Lisa. Say it ain't so. Right? Now, if this fractal were to actually be true, right? 84K. 84K into a bull pennant. I'm just, you know, we're just like, we're trying to juice up the ideas here. We're trying to go beyond science, beyond our minds, and see. But you tell me, I mean, you saw I took this from the last time we broke an all-time high. Okay, all I'm doing is projecting the same ideas here, and look, it made the same. This is what's creepy here, is this breakout is identical from the point. That's what's creeping me out a lot. And look, the downwards, down, up. Down, up, down again, up, down again, down, up, into the channel, broke out pretty nicely. Does this fake us out? Back down. And do we test the 42,000? See, this is what's suggesting that, do we have one of these creep outs? Do we have this fake out? Come out through the pattern again, have to come back into the pattern, do a whipsaw, and then break on out. It's funny, does Bitcoin fake us out one more time? There's a chance. But you know what? For today, let's look at Bitcoin for today. But I just wanted to show you guys a fractal real quick, something that could blow your mind, something that's pretty interesting, and something that I found extremely just mind-blowing. Yeah, so yeah, just wanted to show you guys that fractal to blow your minds. I thought it was pretty interesting, and I think it tells a story that Bitcoin, when it breaks all-time highs, it likes to do a dance. It likes to get funny. It likes to get excited, and it likes to go where no man has gone before, to the moon. So, I mean, from, you know what I'm saying. Man's bound to the moon, but you know what I'm saying. All right. Don't, all right. Mind blown. I hope your mind was blown if you saw that. If you're not going to like go to sleep at night and think about what the crypto lifer just did, I don't know, man. That is like, if TA was sex, that was an orgy. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to say. If TA was sex, I mean, that was the hottest sex I've ever seen. I'm being horrible. I'm sorry. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. You know, we might have kids watching, so I'll apologize. So here we go. Bitcoin making a bit of a bull flag here, okay? That's what I want to talk about. 30-minute touching the 21-day moving average after a breakout, holding position nicely. So even on a small trade, let's see if you could make a small trade on the 30-minute. Suggesting that this could be a possible trade. Bitcoin up to about $64,000, possibly throughout the weekend. This is what it's suggesting. We look at the 4 hour to see how much longer we could have. 4 hours still has a lot of momentum and we're doing okay. So the 4 hour says yes. So you get a pass on the 4 hour, you can still play on the 30-minute. I mean, that you don't really even need to look at the daily at that point, you know. Daily's still up here and we could ride. I told you many times, this is the beginning of some moves. And we'll go back and back test this for you because a lot of people would argue, no, the stochastics are high and crypto lifer, you need to get a life check. So I'd say, okay, I totally agree with you. And let's take a look. So let's take a look. Let's try to assimilate something, okay? Down below the dotted line, a little bit of a move came to the upside and we started to curve on the stochastics. We're talking about the stochastics RSI here. Okay? We're both going to agree that we're at a similar place. Came up, came down, you know, right there, a little wiggle. This wiggled up, that one wiggled down. It's all good though, right? So we're about there, right there. Or do I need to move this over a little bit? Maybe we're right there. If you really want to be like, you know, kind of like right there though. We're in the middle somewhere. And so to me, wiggle, okay? And we're doing our thing. Looks like we're about to cross to the upside too. You see how we're on below it? But that's a good sign. Like we're about to actually cross to the upside. Momentum actually wants to push us back above the red line. Okay, so we've looked at the stochastics. Let me bring this down. Sorry about that. We looked at the stochastics clearly, and you can see a curve here, a curve there. High chance. So what am I doing? I'm breaking down, guys, what is about to happen here. So take a look. Take a look. So because we have the stochastics in that same area, now we're going to see what happened for Bitcoin. What had a giant candle around there? We might even get that big candle. We had a giant candle. And you can see that candle never got sold off up to 46K. And we would eventually, and look, that was another all-time high break. 42K here. Dibble, 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 dibble. Broke the all-time high. What happened? We ripped up. And it's funny because these patterns are now fractals of each other as well. And I'm going to blow your mind yet again. And this happens by just doing the work with you guys every single day. But look, that's the same pattern that's happening right now. Okay? And you'd be like, no. And I'm like, yeah, but it is. I mean, let me just shrink it down. We even had the massive big green candle in the middle. Look, there's the massive big green candle in the middle. Then we have the massive candle on the right. Bigger than all the other boys. Massive candle on the right. This is crazy. This is nuts. Like, this is just what happened before. This is, to me, is just absolutely insane. And it shouldn't be. But it is. And then it has the breakout candle. Like, the big candles almost match. There's your one. There's your big one. There's your other one. Right? Isn't that weird? Anyway. There's just fractals everywhere here in Bitcoin. And you can see it's just making the same legs. It's definitely will play a part, but it's still very few people thinking, oh, I better run and throw my check on Binance. It's on baby legs. Oh, and Decentraland. Altcoins will rise every day. This stymie is being handed out, which begins to hit last night. Forget any other analysis. Money for the people. The Fractal suggested there won't be any retest. Still waiting on cake. I am thinking about opening a long position, but hourly chart needs to cool off, in my opinion. Do you recommend waiting for Bitcoin to backtest the rising wedge before opening another long position? No, let's get back. Now I'm done with the crazy fractal business. I mean, I think it's actually, I call it a crazy fractal business, but it's insane, isn't it? It's insane. So now I go to that 30-minute, I go to the 1 hour, okay? 1 hour is a little high. Tells me that the 1 hour wants to cool down a little bit, which is probably like up with a lot of other coins, right? We had our big moves. We did our thing. There's a good chance that we just come down and test this area here. Possible. But that's why I had to go to the 30-minute to see what was going on with the price. And we can see the price is really, really staying pretty strong. So to me, this could continue we've seen long consolidation. Look at this. So this could be longer than we want it to be. This could be a day or two. After a big move, Bitcoin likes to kind of sit there and cool. People who sold here are getting into altcoins. So we're going to see the altcoins begin to move, in my opinion. And that's why we're going to take a look at dominance. It's extremely important. I would watch this and I would buy the bottom of this trend line. Keep a stop loss below it. If I could use the 21-day moving average as somewhat of like, a protection for my stop loss, I would. So yeah, this trade is something viable to me on the 30-minute. I suggest it. Again, nothing I do on this channel is financial advice. This is something I'm thinking of doing. I'm making a buy. Next time it comes back down to the bottom of the pattern, I'll make a buy-in. Maybe the 15-minute is high. No, 15-minute is good too. 15-minute and 30 about to get reset. I like the trade. Possibly could go sideways though. 1 hour is not that strong, but the 4 hour is looking good. 4 hours in our favor with momentum. So the 1 hour could end up doing a double top here, which even pop us up out of here. Then when the 1 hour retraces, it could just give us a more sideways or even upward movement, but slower momentum. And then, the 30-minute, 15-minute actually could push us up just a little bit more too. So it looks more like sideways action though, if I had to guess on it. And I would just buy when Bitcoin starts touching the bottom of this pattern and see if I can ride it on out all the way to the bigger targets we gave you earlier at the beginning of the day. So that's my suggestion for Bitcoin, to make this pattern here on the 15-minute. Try to catch the bottoms of it. Try to catch these bottom catches. Hopefully we don't make a Bart Simpson or we fall out. And we expect this new trend line. This green line is the last all-time high. So extremely important. If we do come down, it wouldn't be too bad. It would just be suggest that we bounce right off of it. That would be a good place to long right there, off the retest of the previous all-time high. So there's Bitcoin in a nutshell. Let's move on. Spent enough time on her. Oh, beautiful. A double top. That's an M. I mean, I like what we're seeing so far. So good. Rejection at 62.93. Came all the way back down. Altcoins had a little bit of a rally last night. Thank the heavens. Pump with Bitcoin. Okay. But Bitcoin got sold. Altcoins still had a little bit of a rally. This is a good sign right here. We're seeing the double top. Only thing I don't like, let's go down to the 1 hour. 1 hour actually still pushing down. So these stokes have to come down and curve. I have seen a curve there before. It could happen. So we'll watch it. We'll watch it. Let's look at the bigger picture on the daily and see how it's doing on my bigger pattern, though. Okay. So here we go. Here we go. I guess I gotta go to the weekly. I got such a big pattern. So there I have Bitcoin dominance in a nutshell. Let's try. I'm just trying to get a gauge on it. All right. Possible cup and handle as well. Can't see much in there, right? We got to zoom in on that. But so you guys can see where we're going to zoom into. I'm hoping it comes back down here. Down, up. Play some games, but comes back down to the bottom of this pattern. I mean, okay. Okay, so let's take a look at what we see. I'm going to erase all my work. Sometimes I just need a clean slate. These are people I follow and their suggestions. I wish I could take those off too. I'll have to look at that one day. Maybe it's the eye. I don't know. We'll look. Anyway, inverted head and shoulder that played out. Look, and this is insane, but this is like just like the nature of the beast. And this is why I don't fight TA, because the TA tells me what's happening every single time. Shoulder. Big head. Even look, tiny little shoulder, but it was small enough to be a shoulder. Where would you get your measured move? From the neckline to the head. And boom. Pretty damn close, right? As usual, targets get hit, and then drop. Thank God. Okay? But isn't that funny? Now we're coming down. Now we have a bit of a head and shoulder the other way. Don't we now? To be dead honest. The weekly does suggest that we move to the upside, though. Look at the last time the weekly was this low. We had a bit of a pump. We've been coming down for the last few weeks, so that's a little scary to me. Weekly suggesting that Bitcoin dominance may want to go up a little bit. All right? But let's just hope we make lower highs. As long as we just continue to get pushed down by the 200-day moving average. See, as we're not, just like we use this as support, like let me flip this for you. Just like I would say we were bullish when I always say, look at the pattern. And I say if the pattern has the bottom of the pattern is interacting with the 200-day moving average, then this is a bullish sign to break to the upside, right? So I would say, this suggests that we're going to break to the upside. Probably go up a little, come down a little bit though, right? It says we'll come down a little bit. And then we're going to bounce off here and probably continue to the downside. So when we flip this now, it kind of makes sense. And it would be a beautiful story. And this is a bull, what is it called? A bear pennant. You come down from the bottom and make a pennant. Bear pennant, in my opinion. A bigger bear pennant with a target. If we're not going to go to 12. All right, I don't think so. But we could test this all-time low at 36. And I'm telling you right now, if that ever happens, my goodness. The alt will do something that will change your life forever and all of our lives. Like it would almost be impossible. Like you'll laugh. You'll sit some days and just laugh. You'll be 50 years old and you'll come back to this moment in life and you'll just be like, oh my God, I can't believe what I witnessed, So there's Bitcoin dominance. All right. ETH is pumping again. Hydra is a top gainer since yesterday. Okay. Now let's get into your talk, guys. So there's Bitcoin dominance. Then we do total 2. Total pumping, right? Total breaking the all-time high. I really said if total could break 175, that was going to be a big deal for me. I said if it doesn't, then we're probably going to have a bit of a retracement. So I was watching total. This is the entire market cap of all the cryptos, guys. And we had to break this all-time high. We did it with Bitcoin. That's like a whole new frontier. Now our bottom can be 1.7 trillion, and we can begin to build a base there, which is insanity. Look at the last cup we made was right here, and then we blasted past it. Here's another cup, and we blasted past it. These cups really begin the move of something pretty big. So here's another cup. We went up, and I showed you this is the same fractal of Bitcoin because this is 60% Bitcoin anyway. So doing really good. And I see a target here. I showed you. One of the only people telling you, but we're probably going up, and more than likely to $2.9 trillion market cap, on our way to $3 trillion. I mean, when that happens, a lot of our portfolios are going to be, they're gonna at least double or triple. So whatever you have right now in a big standing, if you have 100K, you're gonna have 300K. As long as you don't do anything stupid and you don't make any emotional moves, hold what you hold, get into good projects, let them play out, let them do their thing. Remember, 3 to 6 weeks. I keep saying this a lot. 3 to 6 weeks tends to be my sweet spot where I'm almost guaranteed to make a big gain on a 3 to 6 week hold. So total 2 looking really nice. Let's take a look at total looking like. Let's take a look at total 2. Same thing. These altcoins are in a cup and handle, man. And the cup broke out. The handle broke to the upside. So we're going to see some big moves. Look at this cup and handle, man. We're going to see some big moves for the alts. 4 hour is getting extended, but this can double top up here and continue to the upside. And that's most of the momentum of a bigger move. You can see this big move right here. We went sideways and then boom. We went explosive. So, and that was from this area here. I'll show you. This is pretty crazy. There's a big move coming for these altcoins. Let's move this, my suggestion. And look, following my exact idea here. Following the idea that we were in a cup and handle break to the upside. So stay with me, guys. All I'm doing is showing you that TA works over and over and over again. DeFi perp. This is a basket of all of DeFi. I suggested that DeFi had bounced off of this 382 area because it was so bullish and it would continue to the upside. We pulled a fib on it. We found an area for it. And look, this is continuing to the upside. DeFi has not broken its previous all-time high earlier in February. We need that push up. Cake, Bake, all these coins want to get back to their original status and continue to move on up. We want Cake to boom back to $20, all these other things. And that's when DeFi really will be leading course again. So watch for that. That's going to be a big move. All right. Let me get back into the amazing. Mind blown. Here's a couple things you might not know of lifers. Your energy is synergistic, bro. Check out Chain Guardians, CCG, Bondly, NFY, Muse, Ultra. Always do your own research. Chain Guardians, been on my radar now, coming out. I believe this is an NFT play. Chain Guardians, right? CCG, okay, for ETH, all right, on Uniswap. This thing came out March 2nd. I like it, early coin. The pre-salers are probably already up 100x. Isn't that crazy? People are 100xing, and you could still make a big move out of it. Somewhat, I see this pattern sometimes, and I don't want to dismay it. I want to kind of bring it up here. And it's almost a cup and handle. I almost suggest that it is a cup and handle because it's not a perfect cup. The cup is sideways, but I've been seeing this play out pretty much like a cup and handle. So this for ETH looks like a possible play. And I like what we're looking at here. Chain Guardians. Put this on your radar, guys. This just came to my attention. I've seen it actually. I can't say I've never seen it, but it's coming to my radar right now for the first time ever. Like I'm doing some TA, doing a little look at it. Let's take a look. On Saturdays, I like to be a little more free with it. Let's look at Chain Guardians. Throughout the week, it's more like let's get through the tickers. Let's rip through it. Let's look at Chain Guardians. Sorry if I feel like we lost some viewership. When I get into Bitcoin dominance, we lose some viewership. I think people want to come and they just want their tickers and leave. But I'm just trying to give everyone a picture of what's going on. And it's what I have to do every day to be able to show you guys proper idea what's going on in the market. Chain Guardians. Here we go. Let's take a look at Chain Guardians. $2.83, up 43% today. So Chain Guardians doing its thing. Okay, wow. It's number 2,338. So this is like, you might never hear about this. This is like a sleeper coin, guys. NFT sleeper coin. Fully diluted market cap, $340 million. Small. It can't even really give the real market cap. All right, read more. Circulating supply, all this other nonsense. Okay, let's take a look at their website, see what's going on at Chain Guardians. I believe it's an NFT play. I don't know why. I think I've heard it in some NFT space before. The world's first ecosystem where blockchain meets superheroes. Look at this, man. Register now for free. NFT mining. What is Chain Guardians? Chain Guardians is a platform that combines traditional gaming concepts with blockchain technologies to enable player-driven economies. Within the Chain Guardians ecosystem, players can participate in our free-to-play NFT mining platform and role-playing game, both of which allows players to earn income, turning your time and energy into tangible rewards. Blockchain superheroes, NFT mining game, and cryptoverse role-playing, enabled for browser and mobile, partnered with major blockchain games. Turn-based strategy, play to earn. In the beta, play for free. Should we begin to play, guys? Should I start playing this stuff? This is pretty interesting to me. I'm going to write it down. I think I want to do a deep dive on this video and talk about it. I think it's something worthwhile. Thank you so much for the tip. And anyone out here, do what I do. I get a whiteboard, and today I'm going to be writing this into the NFT section. So what I do is I have a whiteboard here, and I broke it down into sections. All right? And the sections are like what I guess it's hard. You can't see it unless I put it in front of me. But there is a real whiteboard here that I've broken down into sections. You must have to believe me. And, yeah, and I'm going to add these things inside of what they are. But this looks cool. This looks cool. I see what's going on here. I see what they're talking about. Chain Guardians. Low market cap. All right. Starting to move. They say it went up today. It does look like it's gone up a lot from 1.4. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Nasty red candle out of nowhere printed. It's like they were like, ooh, you want to talk about Chain Guardians being up 14%? No, you don't. It's back in the pattern. Interesting, though. I still see some. This is a possible play. Danger, high risk, high reward, of course. Let's look at the 15-minute. We got to start looking at smaller time frames, really. It's still in the chop, but it's getting higher lows. It just needs to break this higher high right here. And this thing is basically off to the races. And then get through that tiny wick, and we're gone. Back to all-time highs for this thing. Yeah, just getting started. I think people are just finding out what this is. It's only 7 days old. It's in the 2,000 levels in coins. I think it could fly its way back into the top 500 not too far from now. And that could give its market cap a lot bigger. So, yeah. Interesting. Thank you so much for the call. Bill Share Awad. You're the man, dude. And that's why you should guys stick around, because you never know what's going to come into this channel. I swear we get blessed. This channel just gets blessed. It gets sent the proper information, and the proper energy comes into this channel. Do you recommend waiting for BTC to backtest a rising wedge before opening another long position? No, I showed you what to do on the 30-minute. I said open up the 30-minute, draw the chart exactly as me, and buy the bottom of the pattern and put a stop loss below the 21-day moving average if possible, and ride out. And that's what I would do, man. Again, this isn't financial advice. That's what I would do. All right. The idea of using NFTs for tickets to events. How do I profit off that? Who's doing that? It's coming. Get real. I think NFTs will fill that online virtual item space, like how people will pay for hats and weapon skins in games, but own them and can sell them. Yeah, like honestly, it's like how you dress up. And if people are really good at designing and other people don't want to design, but someone wants to go out to an NFT event where you're going to make an avatar that looks just like you. You're going to put on three-dimensional goggles. You're going to get onto a treadmill, right? Or a little walking device, and it's going to feel like you're walking around, and it's going to turn. It's going to be able to turn for however it does. It's just going to have a swivel, and when you move, it's going to swivel a little bit. However they do it, it's going to be kind of interactive, and you're going to be in that space. I have my eyes closed because I'm in the space right now, and you're going to see your friend like the way he wants you to see him. Design, long hair, short hair, however he wants to look. Cool, earring, and then he might have a hat. He might have a nice hat, and this is it. Thanks for the great setups. Anytime, Nate Todd. Anytime. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. So much respect to you, man. So much respect to you. Can you check out the VV app? Yeah, we're talking about the VV app, which is Ecomi, right? Ecomi. And the VV app. Definitely. This is all going to be big stuff. Like, I actually took a deep dive into NFTs this week, and I really have it mapped out, and I know what's going on. I have a bunch of WEPs and hats on the TF2, and I did sell them on the market. See, some damn cool NFTs, $69. Sell them after for $2,000. It's unbelievable. Hey, could you take a look at Theta, please? Everyone wants to know what's going on. NFTs are blowing up. I like the idea of using NFTs for tickets to games. Yeah, right. Get real. Mana has been up for over a week. FET is a good coin. Look into FET and VET are my two sleeper picks. They will pump, believe me. Oh, FET will do great. I mean, that's Fetch AI. We've been trading FET for over a year and a half. So it's just, I'm not trying to be rude. People try to, I guess I get this thing. I'm like, I'm an OG, man. I know these coins off the back of my head. I actually know FET so much. When I write on my iPhone a lot, if I write like get or something really fast, it changes the word to FET. Because I've told my friends like, yo, check out FET. Look at FET. I like FET. I think it's like remembered that I'm into FET. Creepy, right? My typos are tickers. It's like, oh, you want this ticker? I'm like, no, I was trying to tell my dog to go fetch or fetch something. Whatever, it's stupid. Anyway, let's take a look at FET. Fetch AI. Okay, so Fetch is now following. A lot of these coins are now following the rising wedge Bitcoin created. You can see how it just, like monkey see, monkey do. All right, monkey see, monkey do for this stuff. So just a lot of things that I see happening, right? So you can see also we're starting a bit of a head and shoulder pattern. It wasn't perfect actually, but we made the beautiful pennant that breaks to the upside. Bam. Then we hit our target. You could even make these lines, right? Hit a top line. There's a bottom line there. This is how I do it, guys. I'm always just making the pattern. Always making the pattern. Even on the 15-minute, you could take a look at a short-term target for FET. So this is what we're just trying to do for Bitcoin. Where Bitcoin's at right now is kind of like it's finding its way in one of these patterns. And so right now I'm telling you, wait for it to hit the bottoms of the patterns and buy in. And then draw yourself a target. And it's that I just do the same thing. As long as you choose one way to trade, I'm a pattern trader and it works for me. So now look, this is basically, this right here is this right there. So look, I could even show you that, which is pretty nuts, but watch. Again, it's all about the fractals too. I know it's insane, but fractals play a big role in a lot of this, which is people don't realize. So you take a look at this fractal now. And I'm not saying you have to be like a fractal master, but what happens is over time you master patterns, and I think the brain, I'm not saying you get bored. I guess maybe I do get bored though. But what happens is you get a little bored. Or not bored, but you start wanting more. You start wanting to be like, well, how can I get even better? And look, you can see this pattern is the same pattern right here. Exactly the same pattern. Right there. Now, if that doesn't absolutely blow your mind, so to me, it tells me FET is probably about to break out and follow its kind of traditional way that it was in again and repeat itself, right? So now we draw this pattern. It looks like it's doing something like this. Tried to break out there almost on the double bottom. And this is a double bottom. It could break out all the way. It is starting to test this area. There's a chance, There's a chance, but we'll see. Right now, it looks more like the 1 hour wants to come to the downside. Well, no, it's 1 hour is actually doing right, doing nice. So, interesting. It makes me almost want to make the pattern look like this on Fetch. Right? And say it's kind of in a pennant here. And it could be breaking out like that. See? Just because that 1 hour is pulsing to the upside. So I like Fetch, and I believe it's going to continue to the upside to go to 62 from 55 and more. So watch FET. I mean, we were trading this coin 8 cents. I can't believe it. A lot of these coins have been shorted. They've done great. Filecoin was going to have its day. It was only a matter of time. Now the USDT pairs are going to follow that Bitcoin move. You see that? They're all going to play catch up now. People that were in Bitcoin sold their Bitcoin, and then they get in, they jump on in. And these coins get a push up from the Bitcoin and also from the stimulus. People getting their stimulus money. Someone mentioned that, said, forget the TA. People are going to spend stimulus money and buy these coins. Look, FET now making a bit of a pennant here. And this is how you keep making it so you can try to figure out how to get into the next position. Because I'm not saying use the smaller time frames religiously. Only use them to enter in. A smaller time frame is like this. If you were out on the ocean and you were searching for like a lost vessel, and you had two ways to do it, and then you could get your telescope out and just zoom in a little bit more to see a little bit better. That's what this is all about. Using a smaller time frame just helps you zoom in a little more. You still want to keep a wide scope. Now, we already reached 6,500 early in Bitcoin. Not another all-time high. Life-changing sessions. We already reached, what does he mean? Not another all-time high. I don't know. Oh, you mean not another, like it's coming again. We just break all-time high again on Bitcoin? I think we did. I think we probably did. I wouldn't be surprised. I believe Bitcoin is going to go to the upside. Yeah, let's see. 60. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we got really close. 60,005 twice. We kind of double topped there. That's not bad. Don't worry, not a big deal. It's a small double top. I say we stay in this beautiful pattern on the 15-minute. I like what's going on for Bitcoin. It's going to consolidate now. Had a nice big run up. Let people take some profits. Let people have some fun. Get into some altcoins. Look at BLZ pumping. 4 hours starting to pump again. So, like, you're seeing a lot of big moves in these coins. Now, we did not on Binance. For the people, I'm looking at the Bitcoin USDT on KuCoin. In my chart, it's at a new all-time high. That's awesome, man. I love it. I love it. Can you take a look at Light? Yeah. You got Vet as a sleeper. Oh, I hold Vechain. We got into Vechain at about 1.8. I started buying Vechain. Probably should have bought it way earlier at 1 cent. I started watching Vechain the summer before at 6 cents when it started to make a move. Shout out to Sand doing its thing at 67 and continuing. Sand, one of the biggest performers I've ever seen. Like, I'll see it perform, then I'll make a pennant, and look, it just performed again. Look, it just performed again in the last 12, 16 hours and hit the target, about to hit the target again, all the way to 73. I cannot believe that. So Sand just doing amazing. Comes out of the cup and handle, and just these cup and handles, man, are explosive. Explosive. You might not know what I'm saying. What I'm saying, here was their cup. There's your handle. This boomed up. I bought Sand at 4 cents, and I sold it at 12 cents, and I feel like a dummy right now. Wow. Let me just hold my breath and beat myself up for a second. I love to do this, but how much money did I put into Sand? I think I put in about $2,000 into Sand at 4 cents, right? So it was at 67 cents divided by 0.04. Wow, times 2,000. I would have had $33,500 right now with Sand. Wow, in about a month and a half. Unbelievable. Hey, thanks for the TVK signal a few days ago. Do you see Bitcoin test 48,400? Money for the people on KuCoin. We did LOL exchanges. We have different prices. Yeah, no, for sure. Hey, thanks for the TVK signal. You're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime. Just go into CoinGecko. We did not make another all-time high. No worries, man. It's not a big deal. It looked like we didn't anyway. I don't know. If we did on KuCoin, we probably did. And shout out to anyone who holding Reef. Thank you for getting into Reef with us. We showed you Reef, and it's back to the TA yet again. Back to the basics. Go to the 30-minute. You can see a clear W. A clear double bottom. I even put it up like this. This happened before. And look, boom. Double bottom played out. Now we're using support and resistance lines that I got on. And you can see now we're testing the next support line, and we're on our way out. Again, this was in a giant cup and handle that I clearly kept mentioning over and over again. And people kept saying, well, what about Reef and all this nonsense? Look at that green candle for Reef. One of the biggest 2 candles Reef has ever had. And we were all over Reef, and we're going to ride Reef all the way to 30 cents, 40 cents. It's going to do a Sand. It's going to do what all these other little coins do. And we're going to take it for a run. So shout out to everyone who got into Reef. Hand clapping for Reef, doing our damn thing. And this is just yet another cup and handle. And you know what? It took patience. A lot of people were waiting. First down here, we thought it could break out. It did. Then it kind of started coming down again. And I started just finding the pattern and finding where we were. And once I had us mapped out, I had 100% faith that this cup and handle would break to the upside. 100%, because I've seen every single cup and handle break to the upside and ferociously break to the upside as well. I have a target on this cup and handle to get all the way up to about 6, 8, almost 7 cents. So shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Cake, please, what is a good entry point for a long? Waiting 1 hour for the chart to cool off. Then you know what you're doing, man. Money for the people. Okay, but I'm only looking at one pair, BKUSD stablecoin on one exchange, KuCoin. I could screenshot it for you all you want, friendo. Isn't it that? I know. It's all good. It's all good. Everyone take a deep breath. We can all get along here together. We can all get along. Someone asked about Hydra. Someone asked about Light. Let's take a look at Light. Then we'll take a look at Cake. Cake is just my favorite. I love Cake, so I save the best for last, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, light on the 4 hour, we talk about this all the time, was in a bit of a falling wedge, in my opinion. Made a double bottom. Okay. Interacted with the 200-day, blasted on out. Now it's got to find some support and resistance levels that it wants to respect. Could possibly come back to this wick and this wick here. Would make complete sense. Look, we bounced. Support, resistance, support. Come back down to previous support would be a perfect idea for this to come down to 33. This is light. No, come on, man. We're not doing, this is like some stock market shit now. Yeah, I can't find this. Don't have me doing this stuff. I'm sorry, man. Tell me the exchange if you can next time, or, you know, and also the pair, BTC pair. Let's take a look at Vechain. One of my babies. I love holding Vechain. Let's show Vechain do you want Vechain? I'm going to give you the USDT pair, but I'd like to really show you the bigger pairs. Now look at Vechain. Just hit my exact target yet again. I had it in a cup and handle. Said it would break out. Look at my target. Hit the green line to a T. I have it circled here because last night I was sitting here and I was like, wow, man, another one. Bam. Sell my target. Reposition yourself back at the previous flag. Price loves to come back down to the top, near top of the previous flag. So here's your previous flag. Where did price come down? Right in this area. Same section as the top of the previous flag. Bounced on up. Starting to make a bigger move. Vechain now has established a new bottom here at 6 cents. It's probably never going to be below 6 cents again. This thing is on its way. Another cup and handle breaking to the upside. Another bigger target getting hit. Vechain. I talked about Vechain many times. I made a price prediction on Vechain. One of my first videos ever that actually got over 1,000 views months ago was this Vechain video. It told me that Vechain was hot. I then made a flag for Vechain, said it's probably going to break out of the flag. Came back down, respected that same positioning, and began to build a move. Now let's look at Vechain, see if I can build you another story, because that has happened. That cup and handle has happened, all that projected, and that is gone. A bit of a double bottom there, if you can see the W there. Also a double bottom here on the stochastics RSI. 4 hour stochastics pointed up to the upside with a double bottom. Very bullish sign for Vechain. Very bullish sign. Vechain looks like it's going to follow Bitcoin's bit of a rising wedge here. And I think now we're going to start the next parabolic run. I really believe this is going to start the next parabolic run for all of the coins. That big drop I thought we may have, I don't know. We're going to obviously have a little bit of a retracement, some funky business with Bitcoin around 60K, right? It's going to play some games, but look, up and down, I think we're going to stay up in this, and then this could potentially be a big move. This is that same thing we just saw Bitcoin do. It's the cup and handle, but we see that the handle now is a rising wedge, and we just showed you that too, and we showed you the fractal that Bitcoin had. So we broke down the cup and handle with the rising wedge, and we showed you the second fractal that it had. This is probably a generation behind Bitcoin, meaning it doesn't have the double fractal. It only has the first one. It will probably make a second one of these. It did have the cup and handle that broke, and now we're in a second similar situation here. So now we're going to take the length of this, and this is what we're going to use to establish our next position and our next target. Going up to 12 cents for Vechain, so an easily 100% from here. And yeah, we want to make a 10x, 20x from this, at least, at the very least. So let's go. This is a big deal now. Breaking the all-time high on the total market cap. I really want to stress what a big deal this is for all of us, guys. Huge. This is really a big deal. We already tested 65, blah, 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 blah. Okay, your lack of faith in humanity can also be a lack of faith in yourself, Andrew. Trust in yourself. You will see things differently. Hi, Sam. I got out of Bitcoin with my tiny Bitcoin bag in USD. Do you think Bitcoin or Bitcoin H is a good buyback to gain more Bitcoin on the next rise? Thank you, Sam. I don't know. I mean, I'm going on. I personally, to get more Bitcoin, I'm using some other coins. And if you like, I am giving my Patreon members my exact picks all the time, kind of keeping them up to date. So later on today, I'm going to show them every single coin that I bought and tell them what I bought and just explain why I bought it and why I think it has potential. So that's just something I'm going to be going over. Probably make a live stream video for them and then post that video. So stay tuned for my Patreon members. You're getting an exclusive video today, just breaking down all the new things that I bought and what I've gotten into. I like Algo BTC right now. I like a lot of the BTC pairs that have beaten up. Look, double bottom, they're down in the dumps. If we go to the daily on them, they're right where you want them to be. Right here in that sweet spot. So I like Algo BTC to make some Bitcoin. I like Atom BTC to make some Bitcoin, especially at this point. Atoms are a little beat up. I went in a little early, I'll be honest with you guys. Went a little earlier than I should have in the Atom BTC trade. But I left some, I did multiple buys and I left some gas in the tank. And let's take a look at my Atom BTC trade, because to me, it's still very, very viable. Touching the 200-day moving average. We actually just had a golden cross on the daily. A big sign, right? 50-day just crossing the 200. That's a huge sign. That's usually a catalyst for, right here we started having it. That was a catalyst for a big move to the upside. Also, it's in a bit of a cup and handle. 4 hour shows it better. A bit of a cup and handle here. There's our cup. There's our handle. So Atom BTC, just put that on your radar. Atom's pumped hard. Went up to like 25, something like that, 26, but it came back down to the 18, 19 area. It's finding its happy place. It's a lot like synthetics. It's sleeping. But you believe you me. I believe we're going to see Atom right now. Even after this big Bitcoin move, Atom didn't get beat that much per the BTC pair. Took a little bit of a hit, but not too bad as much as others. I can see this all the way back up to about 8,000 Satoshi, and it's underneath 4,000 now. That's over 100% gains in your Bitcoin for Atom BTC, and it's getting very close to that play. We get with the 4 hours high. I'd like to make sure the 4 hour probably kind of maybe double tops up here, comes down and goes sideways a little more. It says there's a little more pain before we can begin to make a move, but the daily is looking really nice to gain some Bitcoin here on Atom BTC. It looks like it's going to take about a week more, though. I bought into the cup and handle, sort of. Thanks, Sam. I'll check with my Patreon account later. It's all reflection. You get what you get. Find your true self, and true self shall be revealed to you. Okay. My clients met the team solid. I thought it was going to break. Like, wow. Yeah. Money for the... I'm not trying to find... I'm just excited. Okay, yeah. Okay, but I'm looking at one pair or whatever. Yeah, I love you guys. Just want to see if we missed some things. Yeah, VIDIT. VIDT. I've been looking at VIDT. Okay, I've also been looking at Vibe. Vibe for a nice price. I've been doing a lot of market cap diving, like looking at the coin, at the market caps, looking at the bottoms, you know. Look at this VIDIT on BTC. It's at the bottom of its barrel, but it did a double bottom. And that's usually very close to a bottom. You know, it's funny. I mean, the double bottom is... And we can see this is kind of at the end of its run. And once Bitcoin slows down a little bit and goes sideways, we're going to see another huge wave in the altcoins. You know, another big wave. Watch for Aave. When Aave breaks that $500 mark, it's going to be big again. It really is. It's going to be big. And there's just a fractal I was using to teach some things. But you can see this is what Aave is about to do. In my humble opinion. Probably go sideways for a little longer, form this giant pennant, and continue its way to the upside. So we got like a couple more weeks. March is just going to be a funny month. It's going to test your patience in some of your positions. But I'm telling you, this April and spring, even with after all the big movement, even more is coming. Even more is coming. Let's take a look at Cake. Let's take a look at Cake. Cake BUSD. All right, so I still see Cake breaking to the upside as well. See, I'll get rid of this line. We don't need this line anymore. But look, Cake starting to form a bit of a symmetrical triangle or a bull. It's still in a bull pennant, in my opinion. Bottom of the pennant, too. I suggest this is a good place to buy Cake. Funny, I have this, like, buy zone right there. Like, I got a point on it. I don't know why it's so far away. Hey, wrangle yourself over here, buddy. There you go. There you go, kiddo. And there you go. You know, and we can see it's getting low on the daily. Came up, came down, came back, doing this beautiful double bottom positioning itself, right, for a very big move. Also, what we see, I'll show you something else that I like. If I could get my MACD back. MACD, it's coming down. Come down a little more, but it's looked like it's like kind of, you know, lack of bearish momentum on its way. We have a downward movement in price, and we have a downward movement in the volume. Tells me that usually that's a reversal on its way. A reversal that's on its way. The same idea here when you have moving price and rising volume. Eventually, it's going to fall, right? Same idea here. And then, you look for other places where you see that the volume was falling when the price was falling. So the sell volume is falling off. People are sick of selling this coin. Whoever was selling they're happy staking this. You're making a good amount of money staking this. Bunny is going up, and people are making a lot of bunny. So people forget you're inversely tied to the price of bunny when you're dealing with cake. Let's see if pancake bunny is something we can find. Oh, I know I can get you pancake bunny on a chart, but so now let's go. So the daily looks good. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hours curving up. We didn't get a big blast out of that, but it tells us that that is pretty close to a bottom. And this is probably going to rise its way back up to about 1324. Possibly come back down to 1125. Do its thing before it breaks on out. But I like the consolidation. Look, up, down, up, down, up, down. The range is getting smaller. Look, the movement in the MACD. You look at the huge swings we have in the MACD. Now they're tiny swings. And this is what happens. Blast off. Blast off. Blast off. You see what I'm saying? And that was an immense move. And I believe DeFi is going to have another big move. So. Could you check Theta, please? Let's take a look at Theta. Everyone wants to know what's up with Theta. Theta. Theta did everything and more, right? What a dreamy coin. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful coin. Anyway, let's take a look at Theta at 665. Now, I sold my Theta at 587 on the way up. I didn't, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Not all of it, just 50%. I'd bought in at about 70 cents, and I let it run. But still, I was sour at myself for a couple days, like an hour. I still was like, damn, man, why'd you sell your Theta? Like, I believe in the project. I was just trying to buy more. I thought that was the top, but this was the top. $8 top. One thing I want to teach you guys, tweezer tops. See these two? When you see two tweezer tops, sign that we're going down. And what do you mean? What do I mean like that? Let me zoom in here and show you the tweezer tops one more time, just to kind of. But see these two candles, and I'll move this white line. But see how they both kind of have wicks right together, like a little set of tweezers. Tweezer tops, no good. We're probably going to go to the downside. So just something to think about. If you see it again and you're in a trade. What do you think about Mana and its potential price this year? It's blasting for a week already. I think Mana can do some amazing things. Yeah, crypto gets me hyped. When you're feuding me in crypto chat, I was commenting on Dogecoin and not soliciting any sage psychoanalysis. Could you check Theta, please? Mind blowing. Cup and handle is a slingshot to the moon. It really is. A cup and handle is a slingshot to the moon. Yeah, you said it right. And the more you understand that, the more you get it. So the more you understand your patterns and your pattern trading, the better you're going to get at all of this stuff. It's just going to blow your mind. So anyway, let's continue. Let's continue with the lesson. Lesson 2. When drawing the measured move. Pencils down. Pencils down. All right, so Theta. Look at Theta. It's regrouping down here on the 4 hour. Beautiful sign. Beautiful sign, okay? Let's take a look at another thing that we teach and we preach and we talk about all the time, and that is divergence. So we have to find our swing low, which is here, and bring it to another swing low. And that's a very high line. We find that again, and we go through that, and we position ourselves here, and we even look at it. There's our swing. Wow, it is to the downside, right? And when you have downside action in the RSI with an upward action on the same points, and if you want to be really apparent, you can draw a line there just to make sure you're hitting the exact same points, as best you can. And in my opinion, that is what's called hidden bullish divergence. To tell me that the trend will continue. 666 for Theta, probably one of the easiest trades we ever have to make in our lives. So this is very interesting to me. Tells me that Theta wants more. probably going all the way up to about $10,000. So Theta, man, Theta could pay your bills. Theta's like a money printing machine at this point. Let's take a look at Theta on the daily. The daily, not so much. Daily could double top out here and maybe give you one more, and then it looks like it's probably going to reset, come down a little bit more. And this is where Fibonacci comes into play. Okay. So yes, Theta could go up a little more. From here, if this was the top for Theta, let's see where it could possibly come down to. And then we're also going to give you some extensions where Theta could possibly go to. You can hit Alt F is in beautiful. It used to be. Let me see what's going on. I might have a setting here because I was messing with my settings today, of course, right? Okay. Jesse. Jesse. So we got to pull a Fibonacci on this. All right. And the reason why we pull Fibonacci's is to get a good idea of where we could possibly retrace to. Okay. Now, 618 is a good place where we like to retrace. So there's a chance we could come back to the 618 retracement. Okay. Now, then there's the 382, the 0.5. Okay. And I also have the 706, which is not here right now, but it should have been in there. But anyway, so the idea is we usually touch the 21-day moving average. That's really where we like to touch. 4 hour, 8 hour on any of these time frames. We eventually touch. There we go. Touching the 4 hour on the 4 hour is really good, and double bottoming here, telling me that this wants to go to the upside. That's what I'm saying. A little more movement. Now, I think we'll get the measured move. I don't know if we'll get the whole measured move, but then the daily is going to be cooked. At that point, we're going to have the bigger retracement, in my opinion. So yes, this thing is going to cook. I think it's not over yet. I really don't. And I know it's insane to say that, but I think it's not over yet. I think we're going to get to 10 bucks before this initial rally is over, and then it's going to cool down. Now, I've been noticing Theta's always been like 2 or 3 weeks ahead of a lot of the other coins. Ever since the beginning, Theta's been doing damage. So, again, let me show you something Theta was doing, just to kind of bring it up again, and I just want to reiterate it and run it through your heads, is the cup and handle. And the specific type of cup and handle. With that beautiful dagger flag. It looks like a unicorn, a rocking horse unicorn type of thing. It just looks beautiful, right? It's almost my camel. Neck, head, hump, neck with the head. And there, boom. Look at that, what happens with these cup and handles are absolutely explosive. I bring it up so much now. My wife is like, my daughter says cup and handle all the time. But this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about here. Okay. So Theta doing its thing, right? And I could see it breaking to the upside. Continuing all the way up here to $10.50. Now at that point, to me, the dollar will have like double bottomed out here and just kind of done its thing. But there's more to come, man. There really is. This thing could do some damage. You can see here we were halfway through on the stochastics, and we went all the way from 289 all the way to 382. There was another whole, and that's a buck on 280. That's a whole nother almost 30% move. And here at 6, we can almost do the same thing again from where we're at. So I could clearly see Theta doing some more damage. I don't think it's done yet. I really don't. Okay, Mana just hit $1 20 minutes ago. Now it's $1.15. Let's look at Mana doing damage. It probably was in a cup and handle. Mana USD, a Decentraland. Mana BTC. You were trying to make... Oh my God, look at that. That was the call. Last night I'm looking at what to buy. Look, cup and handle, and then it just... Wow, man. Wow. Decentraland. All these young kids are getting into this craziness. The 2nd of March could have made 3 times your Bitcoin on this play. Jeez Louise. Mana doing its thing, man. Wow. I can't say I don't get a bit of like teary-eyed FOMO for this because I'm not in it. I'm like pissed at myself because I knew Mana and we were trading Mana way back in the day. And I used to tell people, oh, Decentraland, almost every coin that caught my eye that I believe was a cool project, every single one of them has gone up into, like, that candle is insanity though. That's one of the biggest candles I've ever seen in my whole life. Like, wow. This bull run is getting insane. Insane. Like, these coins are flying now. Like, look at the cup and handle on the stochastic, which I've never really seen, but that's funny, right? And again, the cup and handle, there was a cup, bit of a handle, and then it's gone. It's just gone. 117 and some. How would you get in on something like this? You go to the 5 minute. Wow, it's pumping so hard. It's like you need the 1 minute chart to get into anything like this. And at this point, it looks like it's just like, it's just a frenzy. It's a complete frenzy. Like, you have to try to put it in something and say, okay, here, this is what it's going to do. It's going to stay in this channel. And this is live trading. Like, this is when you have to try to, like, it's like wrangling a horse or a wild pig. Like, it's squiggling around. You got to grab it. You got to hold it. You got to find it. It's trying to get out of your hands. It's muddy. It's wet. But you want to try to position it so you have a handle. You want to put it in your grasp. You want to hold it where you want it. Bro, Mana will make us millions. I love that. Mana never bought back. Life for trades on Stokes. I love that. Can you check BZRX? We can hang our NFTs with Mana Universe. Future millions coming. I know. You can hang your... Yeah, I know. You can do all sorts of crazy things in Mana. I believe it too. Decentraland, man. Damn, $1.17. I think it was just 90 cents and then, wow. March, let's see. Wow. Like, just like a few hours ago, man, this thing was 54 cents. Like, this thing just did 100% in, like, whoa. 6 hours, man. 6 hours since this morning, since like 8 in the morning. With such a market cap still in ESA pump, this can be blasting like chilies. Still risk of buying the pump, right? Glad I got in at 25 cents. I'm selling in a moment to take my money back. Hey, man, good for you for getting in and good for you for taking some profits. I'm glad I bought in Mana last night. I wish I did. I wish I had been on Mana. I missed it. Damn, man, I went through so many coins last night and Mana just slipped my mind. It's hard, man. Laughing my ass off. I'm taking profits. Damn, so you were in Mana? Tell me, man. Tell me, guys. I need some help, too. Crypto Lifer needs help as well. I'm an old man. Help me out. Help me help you. A cow is about to do damage too. Damn, man. I was waiting for it to go back to 38 cents. Packed huge bags last month at 25 cents. SKL USDT. Let's take a look at SKL. SKL doing some damage as well. Went up, came down, went up, came down, came back down. Let's go SKL. Let's get out of that 1 minute now. But I think Mana's got more juice in it. I really do. It's looking to me like some more crazy stuff's happening for that thing. Let's take a look at SKL. Now SKL kind of forming, came out, broke out a little bit. Try to put it back in the channel there. There you go. Makes it a little flatter too, which is pretty cool. So there. Happy with that. SKL on the 2 hour looks really nice, which I don't use a lot, but it's looking nice. Falling volume with falling price means the sellers are kind of getting done. Sellers are done. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour is really good in a good spot. Very interesting. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour wants to come down, suggesting that we'll go sideways a little longer. But you're right. This thing just started. Like, it pumped, but like it looks like it's got more pump left in it. I got an SKL for the BTC pair. I got out way too early. Way too early. I didn't realize what kind of, now I'm realizing we're in some type of insane like hyper cycle that's about to start. They will crash the whole market and blame the stimulus. You never know. What do you think of the chances that the Fed is giving away 1.9 trillion knowing that people will buy Bitcoin and then somehow dump Bitcoin so people panic sell the money back to the market? I don't know, man. I don't buy into that. I don't think a lot of people will buy Bitcoin. You'd be surprised, man. My whole neighborhood are getting a stimulus check, and there's not one person on my street that will have the balls to buy Bitcoin with that stuff. They don't even know what it is. I walk to the supermarket, and the kids begging my bags. I'm like, yo, you guys should buy Bitcoin. They look at me like I'm absolutely insane. You guys think that everyone in the world's buying Bitcoin. I'm being honest with you. Like, you're still weirdos. You're still the nerds in the closet that no one cares about. Like, all of us. We feel like we're cool because we have our own community, and you guys, I got 50 people watching me on a Saturday afternoon, but to be honest, like, the world doesn't give a damn about us, man, and people are not waking up. Like, they're not. Bitcoin's going to take like 2 or 3 more years for them. By the next halving, people are going to wake up to Bitcoin. You have to realize you're still early. I have to remember how early I am because I think I'm in so deep that I don't think I'm early. But you are early. Even though you're in so deep, you don't even realize how early you are. Bro, put all the time charts of ETH and Cardano, and you will see similar charts from 2017. Yeah. No one buys Bitcoin but us and MS. I'm content with that. Coin Blast app helped me because it said top gainers, and that's what I saw. Lows. I like that Coin Blast app. The Coin Blast app. Earn real Bitcoin. Apps on Google. Bitcoin Blast. Redeem bling points. Redeem Bitcoin rewards. Cash out. Bitcoin. Earn real Bitcoin. Be advised. This is a scam. Who knows? Coin Blast apps on Google Play. What? The heck are you talking? Are you trying to get me? Are you shilling something? Anyway, what? I got some things I wanted to talk about. Today I want to talk about Cody. I just opened up a position in Cody, and I believe Cody's about to do something like all these other coins did and go to like a $2 region and just do a 7x out of nowhere. So Cody, about to do some damage. I believe Cody's just getting started. It's got that half cup and handle. It came back down to the 618. You can see after a beautiful pump and dump. Came back to the 618. It's bouncing off of that. It's in a nice way. I think Cody's about to do something beautiful. So I like Cody. And I just wanted to put on your radar, Cody. Big news coming throughout the month of March. A lot of stuff happening for Cody. Let's take a look at CAG after it chilled out a little bit. What happened to your CAG? What are you doing? And CAG just forming, consolidating really, which is pretty nice to say the least. Just consolidating here. Just doing its thing. Getting ready for its next big pump. I mean, wow, what a beautiful pump for CAG. And yeah, it's funny, after these pumps, they still look like, they don't look like, it looks like they can get all the way up into here. This could be a $2, $3 coin, easily, right? So, CAG was following CHR, you see that? I wonder if people were just typing in the wrong name. Is Z near R on the keyboard? You know what? Like, I was just wondering, because, like, they were, like, at one point just in tandem, just ripping together, and I was like, this is insane. And they're right next to each other on my charting, so I was like, what is going on? Like, and it's just interesting to see that, right? Alphabetical pump. Like, what's going on here? Now, let's look. We're going to look at some hot coins. We're going to look at some gems that are worth buying later on today. So, Mana up on the... Let's take a look at Hot Coin, man. Hot Coin making another... Look, it pumped up, went sideways, made another beautiful pump today. Went all the way to high of, like, half a penny. Back down pretty close to it again, though, and it's still continuing to pump. So this thing is got legs. Key up 43% today, and we were looking at Key. Only a matter of time till Key was going to break out and do its thing. Look at the cup and handle on Key. So all you have to do, my friends, is find the cup and handle, especially if it's close to its all-time high, and watch these things rip themselves to pieces. Boom. Key came back down, retested the all-time high. Now it's booming up again. This is a good sign for Key. Could continue to the upside. Let's take a look at that daily. Daily's getting extended, but that doesn't mean the move is over. That's and the 4-hour actually still has more momentum. FIO. Take a look at this thing in this cup. About to break into this all-time high again, too. Getting close to that pop. And this was in the cup with the side handle. If you can't see it, there's your cup. There's your handle. FIO, man. A coin on your radar. Don't sleep on Dent, Phantom, Elrond, and Zill. Oh, man, those are some coins we all love and hold. Elrond's already done a bit of its thing. ILTX, about to break out. Front doing its thing. I told you today was going to be a big day. Remember the other day, yesterday on the live stream, even on Thursday, I said, look for the weekend. Looks like the weekend's going to have a big pump because that 4-hour needed to curl down on the Tuesday, Wednesday. And I was like, okay, so it looks like, seller pumping. Now you go to that 30-minute and see what kind of flag we're making here. Seller looks like it's just getting started, and it has more room to go. At 5 cents, watch seller right now. I'm telling you right now, watch this coin. This thing is looking deadly. Talked about CTSI last night. Talked about it's just starting its cup and handle. It's just starting, man. You saw what happened to a lot of these other ones. It's just starting its cup and handle. CTSI. This is one that hasn't done it yet, guys. You saw like 10 of them. They go straight to the upside. They go sideways. They go boom. Getting close to its all-time high. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. You saw 10 of these. This is your chance to grab the brass ring here. CTSI. I think VET is such a great long-term investment, probably 5 to 10 years, but why not? Just buy some and lock it, waiting for the good days. I'm selling everything at the end of this run. I'm not holding any altcoins. I'm selling it all into Bitcoin. Then I'm going to sell all my Bitcoin for some real estate. Or not all of it, but a good amount. And then I'm going to hodl through the bear market. I'm going to sell a lot of Bitcoin, and I'm going to buy Bitcoin back at a lower price. And I'm going to do the right thing like I'm supposed to. And I'm going to live my life. And then I'll buy some altcoins as well. And then I'm going to go through. Sand continuing to rip today. Wow. Hitting my target at 73. We talked about the target earlier today. And then Sand just continues to rip. A huge Saturday for the market. A huge Saturday. I was watching this guy said don't trade on the weekends. And I'm like, I know what he means. But we talked about DSLA on the channel. You guys actually gave it to me. My subscribers brought it up over and over again. They say, check out DSLA. Don't sleep on DSLA. I put it in a cup and handle. I gave it an extended target. Where did it go? Exactly to the target of the cup and handle. I can't believe how many cup and handles have broken out to the upside. This is absolutely absurdity. Absolute absurdity. Absolute absurdity. I can't believe how many calls I've made free on this channel. Anyone else that's, you could charge people for this. I understand. And I feel like eventually I will, only a matter of time, but not a lot of money. Not a lot, just a little to keep me going so I can do this for a living. Bro, so many cup and handles. If you're thinking about Vechain like that, buy on the dip. Don't sleep on Dent, Phantom, Elrond, and Zilliqua. I totally agree with you. Phantom, one of my biggest picks in the game. Absolutely love Phantom. Okay? Absolutely love Phantom. Like Rev. Been looking at Rev lately. This REVV. Looks like Rev is about to go and do something pretty big. Look, I see it breaking out of this and continuing to the upside. I like this coin right now. Rev. Double bottom there on the 4-hour stochastics. Yeah, you said DSLA, man. You talked about it over and over again. You brought it up. It was mixed, J-Soul, Ja-Soul. You brought it up all the time. Shout out to everyone here watching on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching, giving me your precious asset. And that is your time, man. That is your time. Please, just throw me a like with the time. That's all I ask. Let time know you were here. Put your stamp on life. Put your digital mark on the video. Say, yo, I'll put my mark on this video. I like this video. I got some good content out of it. I made some money, or I found a coin that I never talked about. We talked about chain. So we talked about so much today, man. So much. Yeah, PunDX, both your calls blowing up. Blowing up. Absolutely blowing up. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me every single day. And we don't miss, even on a Saturday. Even on a Saturday, man, we're here. None of that Monday, Wednesday stuff, man. None of that. No. We going all the way. Remember, I live streamed from the hospital room while my wife was giving birth. No lie. Like, had to get off when, like, the nurse was like, I think, yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah. Wow, big day for the coins. Big day for anyone's portfolio. I don't care if you're holding coins. A big day for your portfolio. A big day for your portfolio. One of the biggest days. All-time highs all around for everyone and everybody. Your account probably is at the highest it's ever been. Today, it looks like Anyone's account should be the highest it's probably ever been. TVK doing damage. Let's talk about TVK in a second too. Brought up TVK. PNT for BNT. Let's talk about PNT. All right. Here's a call that I gave that I saw nobody talk about. It was my own, and it was just TA. It was pure TA. I don't even know. I know it's like a payment network. I actually think it's pretty hot. PNT, I looked it up one day. I know it's like some crazy cool network. Let's look at PNT. I don't want to look like a clown. I usually know my coin. So if I don't know the coin, it's pretty interesting for me. So PNT, man, the P network, right? $2.13 PNT. The P network with a 24-hour trading volume of 30,000 USD. Wow. Is a solution to enabling cross-chain interactions between dApps and multiple networks. See, that's a big thing. This is what you want. It provides a way for moving assets from one blockchain to another, for example, Bitcoin and on Ethereum, but also many others. This is done via P tokens, one-to-one pegged representation of the underlying asset on another blockchain. Moreover, not only assets can be moved cross-chain, but also NFTs and cross-chain transfers and smart contract interactions. Let's take a look at your Twitter. This is what you do, guys, when you want to look at a coin. Look at the market, see how much, it's in Binance, right? 214. I like to look at the historical data and see how it's been moving. Look at the market cap, $58 million. Small market cap. Fully diluted 188, still small. Still small. And we go back and we can see with the market cap was $8 million on January 14th. $24 now on February 6th. Starting to grow. These projects are all starting to grow and moving. So we're going to see some big movement in a lot of these coins, man. I'm just telling you, this is it. This is it. I can feel this run really beginning. This is what a real run feels like. This reminds me of the old run. So things starting to move pretty nicely for Bitcoin and all these coins, man. It's really charging the way. It's charging the way. It's only a matter of time till we see some big moves and everything. Let's take a look at TVK. Shout out to Jesse B, killing it. Thank you, Lifer, man. Wow. Jesse, man, you gotta, damn it, man. Make me blush, bro. You're a legend. I hope to meet you one day and say thank you for all that you were doing for us. Lubas, Fajeda, Fajeda. Yo, thank you guys so much for the freaking super chats, man. You guys are unbelievable. Unbelievable. And look at me. I'm sad I didn't get into Mana. I'm a little upset. I'm like, damn, but I'll have my day in the sun one day. I'll have my day in the sun, right? Maybe helping you guys is what I'm really supposed to be happy about. I think that's what, the whole universe keeps trying to teach me, that, I'm not supposed to be chasing these gains as much as I do need. But I'm like, but I need the gains because I need to prove to them that I can do this and that I can lead these people to success, Now, that's kind of what it's all about for me, right? It's making sure that I can show you guys the right way. Anyway, so let's take a look at the 4-hour on AVAX. I like AVAX at 31 cents. This is probably the bottom right there at 28. This thing is going to rip itself all the way up to some crazy numbers. Avalanche, going to do damage. Up 12% today and starting to make a bigger move. And need I say more? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Who wants to say it for me? I bought my house with a cup and handle. Like I'm just, look at, there's the cup. Okay. There's the handle. I'm just so blessed that God has given me the ability to find so many, to keep the, number one, someone could have good TA as me, but the energy, man, I was up all night till 2 a.m. posting charts, doing stuff, the energy, just keeping up this energy, man, every single day, and I need it. I think I'm getting it from my subscribers. I'm getting it from the group. You guys are propelling me to greatness. You're really pushing me for more. I really want more. And I really, really appreciate it every single day. You guys rock, man. You guys really, really rock. I'm unbelievable. But I see this, and that's going to bring us back to that other place, right? And then eventually we're going to approach our new all-time high. And then this thing is going to blast off again and go to some amazing places. So watch Avalanche, man. Watch Avalanche breaking out of this cup and handle. Another call here on the channel. So I've made too many calls at this point to even to keep track. I can't keep track. I honestly cannot keep track. People would think it's absurd. I've never seen a channel like this in my life. I've seen people give a few calls and this and that, but this is, and I guess it is just a bull run, But I'm working hard in the bull run. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm working real hard in the bull run. So we're pumping these channels out, man. Okay, we got a Dogecoin chart. Let's take a look at this Doge chart. Let's take a look at what this Doge chart. Oh, it's no. Gotta put a link, man. All right, we'll zoom in here for the guy. So Doge right here, buy zone right there. Trying to find the exact, it's hard to say where the buy zone really is, but anything really looks like 0507 underneath the 0507, and then draw support and resistance line. It would be nice if we put the numbers from now on, like a little bubble here. Put 2 price bubbles. I'm gonna start adding 2 price bubbles, and the price bubble will show you exactly where that is. But you can kind of get a gauge of where his buy zone is, and you can see that's a cup and handle. There's a cup. It's making a handle. That's about to explode. Okay? It's about to explode. All right? Here's BZRX. There's the cup and handle. It's about to. There's your cup. There's your handle. It's that simple, man. It's about to explode as well. BZRX. Okay? It's all here for you guys. Sushi. We gave it to you too. Okay? It's all here, man. It's all here for free. For absolute free. I think eventually I'm going to actually connect it to the Patreon, and that's what the Patreon's going to be. For $50, you're going to get all this. So guys, whoever's free, you're going to stay. But eventually, it's going to be paid. It's going to be paid. It's going to be paid. And if you're already paying $25 for my Patreon, I'm going to lock you in at that price. So stay tuned from us, guys. Oh, look, he did it. He took a picture from the Alps like he said he would. Look at this, man. Shout out to one of my subscribers, Andreas, showing us what it's like up in the Alps, man. Isn't that amazing? He's up there. Wow, the air must be so clean. No pollution. Like, look at that. We're looking at a real picture of the Alps taken today by one of our subscribers. So breathtaking, man. My hometown down there. Maybe you can use it as a background one day in the live. I would love to, bro. I think it's great. Shout out to Andreas, man. Shout out to Andreas. Look what he said. Hey, man, thanks. You're going well. Best to you and your wife. Good luck with the baby. Just saw your live stream from the hospital. That's crazy commitment to your group and shows you really care. Thank you for all you're doing and all you were giving. Sending you some strength from Italy. You will soon learn 1 + 1 is more than 2 when it comes to kids. Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much for being there. Man is flying. Took profits right at the top. Boom. Nice. I made 40% on sushi. Thought I had changed the target to 26, but sold at 23. Buy back now. 55 less. Strong. Phil, thank you. Anyway, Doge finally doing some damage. Finally, is Doge starting to make a move. Let's take a look at Bondly. I talk about Bondly all the time. And it's only a matter of time till Bondly breaks balls, you know? And really, you know, people they get into something, they want it to pop right away. They asked me, oh, what's up with that one? You told me to get into it. It's not doing much. What do you mean? Bondly was just at 42, right? And I kept screaming that this was the bottom. I said, this is your bottom for Bondly. This is your buy. I told my Patreons, like, this is it. Look at the buy zone we gave you right there. Buy zone, once it broke out, very close. Got into the stop loss area a tiny bit. But, man, this thing's about to break to the upside. It went all the way to 70. It's battling itself out, but now it's moving, man. That's a new trend for Bondly. So look for Bondly to continue to the upside. And dare I say, is Bondly in a cup and handle? No, it's in the half a cup handle, though. If it had more price action, it would be in a cup and handle. And Bondly came out, look, 12 cents. This thing is already up 5x since it came out in early December. So I don't hold XRP at the moment. If legal things get cleared up, I might. Agreed. My thoughts on XRP, I think it's a massive community just waiting for all this SEC shit to be sorted. It's worth a few coins in the wallet, in my opinion. I was holding XRP for years. Andrew, you're totally fine. Vechain, ADA, eGold, Phantom, BTC, ZIL, Theta, T-Fuel, Engine. Sorted. There you go, right? Look at that. Mad props, CL, keeping it real. I originally got started in Ether in 2017, but looking at current transaction fees is absurd until POS. Yeah, proof of stake. Yeah, I had a good bag of it. I was buying heavily last summer at 1 cent, This will definitely hit $1 sometime. I don't mind if I need to wait for the next halving. It'll happen. Andrew, what is he talking about there? Vechain, I will not sell. Oh, maybe Vechain? Wow, Pundy X. BZRX. Yeah, they were all moving. Wow. Thoughts on XRP? Yeah, awesome stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Beef option off Jidin. Beef Eifshug off Jedin. Bin Eifshugin Shugig. Bin Eifshugig off Jedin. How did I do? Did I do it? Just went SKL BTC. I'm in. When can we expect some action from Phantom? Let's take a look at Phantom, my baby. I'm in the BTC pair, so I'm going to look at that. They look exactly identical. So let's take a look. I believe that was the bottom. We called the bottom on there, right there at 647 Satoshi, and it was 47 cents too. 647 and 47 cents. Pretty funny how I hit the 47. Now it's interacting with the 200-day moving average. It's a big deal for me. It also had some Fibonacci, right, that's going on here. It's also in that falling wedge. It's in a bit of a cup and handle. There's a cup. It's kind of funny. This isn't exactly a cup and handle, but it kind of is. It kind of is. It kind of actually is. I can't believe to say, but it is. And this is a giant handle. Sometimes it's not perfect. But bam, man. This is going to do some damage. All right? And it's going to make you some Bitcoin if you're in it. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to FTC doing its thing. All right? Phantom, man. Phantom. All right? Yeah. Yeah. This is going to go to the upside. It's only a matter of time as long as you can hold. If you take a look at the daily, we are ready to rock and roll. Bam. Stochastics are double bottomed. If you could just hang on. All right? If you could just hang on. If you can hang on, we'll be ready to go for Phantom, right? Do you see a retrace price to come back in Mana? So is Coinbase Pro, which is a better, easier for trading for me? Thank you. Yeah, Coinbase Pro, a great place to grab it up. Why not? Why not just keep it local on Coinbase Pro? I would jump on Mana and Coinbase Pro. Let's take a look at Mana. I don't know, man. Let's take a look. What happened to Mana now in the last in a little bit? Here it is on Coinbase for USDC. We'll take a look there. Mana USDC on Coinbase. I mean, I wouldn't chase. There's so much else going on. Look, we just gave you so many CTSIs about to explode, right? So, and yeah. So let's go over some of the calls on the channel right now, and then I'm going to go over some news, and then we're going to call it a day, all right? Really productive day, though. Really productive. Everyone here, thank you so much, man. All my students, anyone who's tutoring, anyone who's doing their thing, shout out to everyone out there. Thank you guys so much. Really productive day. Thoughts on Bolt right now? Oh, that's funny that you mentioned Bolt. We were going to bring that up at the beginning of the channel. Let's take a look at Bolt. Bolt's in a cup and handle, right? Let's take a look at Bolt crypto. Only on KuCoin for Tether, but Bolt's in a beautiful cup and handle, right? Would have sworn we had it drawn in a bit of a cup and handle there. Yeah, there's a cup. Slight handle. Must have deleted my work. Or maybe I looked at the BTC pair. Let's take a look at the BTC pair. I've been hungry for BTC lately, so it's been more than likely that I've been looking at that. But look, yeah, beautiful double bottom here on the daily as well. Looks the same. I like where Bolt is. I think it's going to start making a big move to the upside. I really do. I really, 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 really do. Let's take a look at 1 inch getting stuffed in the corner here. But I believe it's only a matter of time till 1 inch breaks out. Still in my buy zone. Stop loss has not been hit. This has been a long trade. But have patience, my friends. The longer the trade, the bigger the payout. So have patience, man. 1 inch will do its thing. And we're getting rewards if you're staking it, if you're doing your thing. Shout out to anyone who's holding their 1 inch, doing their thing. Okay. Aave really waking up. Aave really, when Aave moves, it's really the kind of begins the movement for a lot of other coins. So I just want you guys to remember when Aave starts to move, I think it's getting tighter in this wedge. It's going to get wedged in there and it's going to explode. Yeah, you have a good channel. It will be my pleasure to see you growing and getting more people. This is a solid reading and you care about answering your viewers. Good karma will bring you lots of BTC. Thank you. Theta might dip after a bit after their mainnet. People do buy the rumor and sell the news. I believe it can do $30 this year. Thoughts? Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm with you on that. He's 30. I think that's small. I think that's small. I think you can do even more. Yeah. I appreciate you so much. Tyler Durden, I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Shout out to everyone who gave me the super chat. Really, I'm going to shout you guys out again and put you out there. Louis Fajita for the five pounds, dude. I think that's more than $5. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Jesse B, killing it. Thank you, Liver, for the 20 US. All right. And there was more. Shout out to Nate Todd for the $5. Thank you for the great setups. And Andrew Gibson, all-time hype for the stream. Thank you for the stream. Let's go. And Tenacious Tim, man. Wow, you guys make it all worthwhile, honestly, because my wife sometimes complains that I stream too long, right? But if I could show her, hey, I made some shickles. I made some shells. Like, I came back with $40, $30 an hour, $20 an hour, $10 an hour, whatever it was, then it kind of keeps everyone off my back too. You know what I'm saying? And look, this is what I thought was going to happen for this, and it's kind of following suit. I took this fractal from Bitcoin. It's pretty similar. So we've gone over hidden bullish divergence on this channel. We've talked about movements. We've talked about cup and handles. We've done so much. Honestly, like I should have made all my live streams are basically free. Like they'll teach you everything you need to know. It's all there. All the information is in there, man. You can watch me do it live too, which is even better than just like, honestly, almost even better than a one-on-one. I mean, one-on-one with me are great. They're great because we do everything live, I guess, together too. But I'm just saying, watching my live streams, man, really will change your life. Look at bait, cup and handle. Like, I'm not going to play with this stuff anymore, man. This is going to do its damage. 4 hour, ready to rock. Like, come on now. Like, I'll see you in hell. See you in hell, bake. Bang! To the moon, man. Anyway, yeah. Shout out to everyone here on the live, man. Can I do a roll call? I'll try a roll call. Pretty crazy, right? But I think we could do it. Shout out to Raylick. Shout out to Meal Cook. Money for the People. Supreme K. Momo. Hadouken. Billy Herman. MQ. Billy Haverman. Andreas. Gaux Live TV. The Verge. Vigil. Yeah, right. Omer Dagoon. Raylix. Money for the People. Andrew Gibson. Omar Dagor. Bishara Awad. Charles Uditsky. I like that's a cool name. Juice Live TV. Hydra. He wanted me to go to Hydra. Top Gainer. Yeah, right. Adam Khan. My dude. Shout out to Adam. Jesse B. Friedrich Vind. Nate Todd. TK. Loot. Masked Mage YT. Everyone out there, man. You guys don't want to see me go through this. This is going to take all day. Ray. David D. Ducomo. Bagwell 33, my man up in the spot. Shady Baby. People that used to be here in the beginning. Rolando J. Rios. Robert Corney Eshaw. If you're thinking about bet like that, buy on the dip. Yeah, I agree. David GRA. And every single one of you guys on the live stream. Potato Cannibal. I like that. What exchange do you use? I can't use Binance since I'm in the U.S. We use Binance in the U.S. with a VPN. It's a gray area, but we do it. So you get a VPN and you can use Binance. So there you go. KuCoin is no need at all. And we're starting to give a lot of plays on KuCoin. So I like KuCoin, and KuCoin is an exchange that I really, really like. So watch out for KuCoin. KuCoin. They take no KYC. They don't mind. You can use it with no VPN at all. You cannot say Ducarmo. David Ducarmo. Oh, David Ducarmo. Hey, Davey, my bad, huh? I don't know why I saw Camo. The R matched with the M and it was a little blurry. But now I see it's David Ducarmo. My bad, eh? What am I doing over here? Smarten up, Crypto Lifer. Change your ways. Pronounce people's names properly and give them the respect they deserve. For crying out loud. Who do you think you are? Think you're God's gift to the earth? Get out of here, you bum. You're nothing but a bum, I'll tell you. That's how I talk to myself. Cup and handle for band. About to do its thing. I can't stop. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to making a cup and handy. Makes me want to go get some tea. Well, I made myself a cup of tea this morning and I forgot to bring it down for the live. Supposed to have it during my tutoring session. Colin Unger, man. Been way too long, Colin. Mana still exploding. Wow. That's what's been happening. And I just said, remember, I think there's more coming for Mana. Remember when I said that? I did. Let's look at what I said. I actually drew a chart so we can see what happened. We can see what the call was. No chart. 110. Nah, it's not still really pumping. I mean, it came down. Remember, we went to the 1 minute. Oh, yeah, we were on the 1 minute. I've been on the 1 minute in ages. Yeah, I mean, now it's making an inverted head and shoulder. Look, then it formed this falling wedge. It broke on out. And yeah, there's a chance this does continue to the upside now. See? Bam. And that's how you kind of just continually call them. And there's a cup and handle. I need me some ETH all-time high, right? No guts, no glory, no financial advice, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. We're going to take a look at TVK right now one more time, and then we're going to get a look. Wow, big move for the altcoins on the day. Probably take some profits today because it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a pullback because things are just, when things go up this fast and this hard, it tells me that we're going to see a little bit of a pullback or something is funky going on. Cody hasn't done its thing yet. Cody about to do its thing. Shout out to anyone that took my call on TVK because it absolutely exploded. It did really, really good. So if you took the call, amazing. Now, remember I said I was going to start taking the signals? I told you I was going to start taking the signals for right up. Remember there were signals here. I want to show you something. There's signals every day here on 3 commas. And they tell you what to buy. Look, strong buy for FIS, strong buy for auction, strong buy for Litecoin, storage is a strong buy for FPHA, strong buy for Bitcoin Cash, strong buy for OMG. Okay, strong buys for a lot of this stuff. Now, Litecoin's about to do the same thing Bitcoin just did. Look, it's in the cup. It's got to break that all-time high. It's going to do it, and then it's going to go to some crazy height. So shout out for Litecoin going to like 280, 260. It's going to happen. It's been written. It's already been done. So we took the TVC call, though. It told me to put 50, and I said, I'll just take $50. So we put $50 into the call, and we bought the Bitcoin pair. It told us to buy the Bitcoin pair. And look, we made 26% on their call. Okay? So just, completely on the call. Did nothing else. And then, I mean, I was going to take TVK on my own. That's not, I'll be honest, I did not come and make a video for I don't want people to say, oh, then he went and made a TVK video. I was researching TVK. I was told to buy TVK by the people in my group for months. I'm usually stubborn. Like, I was like, I don't want to buy this coin. I refused to look at it at first, and I got to stop that. I got to be and now it told me, to be open, man. Look at every coin, man. Just go hard on every single coin. But we put out a video for TVK recently on my channel. We'll take a look right here at TVK. Right here. It was just me talking candidly about it. And, TVK will move and make millionaires. Now, the day after, it began to make a move. Let's take a look at TVK real quick. TVK. And right now, you can only get it for BUSD or for Bitcoin. So I believe it's going to get a USDT pair, and I believe it's going to do some other big things. So I kind of like what I'm seeing here for TVK. 1 minute actually looks pretty sharp, too. Let's take a look at the 4 hour, though. Wow, 97. About to do damage to the $1 region. So, and we've got in this at 68 cents, and I was preaching. And you can see I even have it in a what? Cup and handle. Interesting. And where did it hit what? The target. Interesting. This guy Crypto Lifer, I feel like he kind of knows how to trade for a living. It looks like he knows. I don't know. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. You could watch this entire video and be like, damn, like how? Another cup and handle that breaks to the upside, and I tell you, it could be this half circle cup. We've seen this for a lot of other coins. A lot of other things are in this same similar position. I also said, oh, look, there's a wick here. This is price discovery all day long. And once we break out of here at 97, we were gone. We were going to break. Once we broke 90, we were gone, and we did. We just did. So TVK, man, shout out to anyone who got into TVK with me. Shout out to you guys, man. I think we got into a beautiful project at a beautiful time. I think it's going to $6, $7, $8 faster than we realized, and we're in there like swimwear. So, yes. Swap at night. Just paid $110 for a Uniswap. Band will explode. Whoa. Band will explode, man. Just got into Bondly. Let's go. Wow. Shout out to you getting into Bondly. I got my Bondly airdropped. I got about 1,100 airdropped, and I just leaving it, letting it do its thing. Paid about $300. I paid 10 BNB, which would have turned into like $3,000. So I'm technically down on Bondly because I bought my Bondly for 10 BNB. But I did get an NFT collection. What's happening with that? What can I do with them? So far, nothing. Well, we'll see. Let's look at SNX. I've talked to the CEO of Bondly, though. I have an interview with him. Check it out on my channel. So I'm in a love-hate relationship, as you can see with my battle. Look at my stuff. I sit there and just do crazy stuff, and you guys must think, what a maniac. Look at all this nonsense, right? And I'd have to take it off to show you what I'm thinking, but you can see it's clearly in an inverted head and shoulder. Okay. And there I got a buy zone coming up if it breaks on out. I think it's going to break out, buy the breakout or the retest at this level, because once it does, I think this is gone. Synthetics showing me that it wants to go to the upside, right? So a lot of gibberish there, but you can see this is just a clear, needs to break to the upside, right? Bit of a cup. I don't know if it's made its handle yet. You could say that's a little side handle. Not really, but still, everything could be a cup and handle at this point, I guess, right? Sol BTC looks good to me. It's in a cup and handle as well. And so that's why I'm in it. And it hasn't broken to the upside yet. So this one is waiting to go. So here, this one hasn't done its thing yet, man. And I'm telling you guys, like, you might have to be patient in that handle for a week. But it's the best weight you've ever had, because when it rips like you are not, like you wouldn't believe. So I want you guys to remember what I'm saying here. And I want you guys to remember these calls. And because we went over a lot today, and it might have just ran through you, and you might have just been like, well, what should I buy then at this point, you know? Well, we should buy the ones that are ready to go. Sol is ready to go. Turn it orange, you know? And I forgot what we have. Someone, if anyone could write down what happened today in the live and tell us back, because I'm kind of like, I go through these motions like I'm channeling, and I just, so much happens, and then boom, like it's over. So it's almost, you know, I can't explain it, but it happens fast. So anyway, I see 162% coming out of Sol for BTC. So I'm hungry for Bitcoin, hungry to get more Bitcoin, hungry to do the damage, hungry to do the thing. Let's take a look at PNT before I go. We talked about it, but I didn't get to actually being cross-chain and doing its thing and all that fun stuff. Really sounds nice. Look at PNT BTC, because that's what I'm into right now. I'm into grabbing that Bitcoin. And I think you also should be too. As you can see, it's had this giant wick, and things always go back to their previous highs. And it wasn't that long ago. All right. February 22nd of 08, though? No, that's 21. Yeah, that was just that. Wow, this thing was already up like really big. So it's been kind of pump and dumped a little bit. But you can see it's breaking on out. Right here. Here's your buy zone, your sell zone for PNT. Still kind of viable in the buy zone too, because you see how big these things get. And then it's going to get into this wick area where there's just really not a lot of, it's going to get close, and there's just, to me, it's only a matter of time till this explodes. So watch PNT, 3,600 Satoshi. Just put it on your radar. And guys, don't forget to go through the calls and calls only here. I mean, the fact that there's only 301 people in there, 304 people in here, but we have 1,000 members in the group, almost 1,100 now. What are people doing? They just don't understand. You know, I guess I got to tell them every time, you know. So I'll hit this, I'll forward this, and I'll say, please join all the groups. It's an everyday job for me to do this. I'm doing this all the time. Otherwise, the calls are falling on deaf ears, man. You know? The calls are falling on deaf ears. Doge moving. CRV, isn't that cup and handle, man? It's only a matter of time. Yep. Too easy, solid project behind it. I agree. CRV. And it got bought by PayPal, right? Curve Finance, man. Do a big bearish mean at the top of the pattern and a big bull at the bottom of the pattern. Yes, that's, I guess he's, yeah, bearish is on top, man. He's right. Tell him he's right, right? Navigating your trading room channels for the first time and trying to understand the signal I just got on Cake. It looks overextended on the hourly chart, but you were saying it's in the buy zone now. This guy, oh yeah, this guy asked like so many times. Yeah, I believe that's the, what do you mean on the one, overextend on the 1 hour? I disagree. I believe it bounced, came back up, and it's going to get a higher low. And that was the buy zone. I mean, that was the time to buy right there. I tried to give it when I gave it to 1087. Anything in this area is the buy zone, in my opinion. If I make a zone here, that's what he wants, I guess. I'm trying to show you guys, I don't want you to just take my calls. Like, as much as I love giving calls and it's cool, I want you guys to be able to do this for yourself. Like, this is what I want. Like, what you guys would, I know what you guys want calls. I want you guys to make your own calls. I want you to sit here and take this information that I'm giving you and use it and flip it to your advantage. Just like I took the advantage given to me and flipped it to my advantage. Okay? Even teaching it is a business decision and inspiration that I'm using. You know, I'm learning how to teach it to try to make some money. So it's like, you know, monetizing this channel, everything that I'm doing, Patreon, like I'm trying to make a life out of this, out of being a teacher, and I love it. So if you like my teaching and you think it helped you, help me help others, and that's kind of what it's all about. That's what it's all about. All right, winding on down. 58 people watching, man. You guys are unbelievable, man. LRC is promising and integral. LRC is great. Great. It's 420. Buy some Matic. Matic Network. Yeah, it was at 42 cents. Probably a nice price for Matic, man, after it pumped all the way to 54, coming back down. Scalable, doing its thing. 4 hour coming back. 1 hour actually looks pretty good. Look at that. Matic wants more. And again, it's that side cup and handle. That side move with this slice. And then we're seeing something crazy. Litecoin, check it out. Could be a sleeper. No, Litecoin is not a sleeper. Litecoin's about to do damage. Almost every trader in the world knows that Litecoin's about to go to 300. I find it, I was almost like kind of sick of talking about it because it was like, oh, this is like an obvious trade. But I guess not to everybody. So to me, it was like, yeah, Litecoin's going to do its thing. And there you go. Litecoin is in a cup and handle. I mean, what more can I say? There's your cup. Handle action, breaking out of the cup. Here's another cup. And it's only a matter of time until Litecoin goes all the way to 300. You know, and look, it's got to go break its all-time high. It's coming for its all-time high. And then when it does that, it's going to rip. This thing is going to rip. Easily $1,200 coin. I mean, if not more. So a 6X for Litecoin is light, in my opinion. You know, it's time for Litecoin to step up with the big boys. Break up this local high to 48 and then gap up pretty fast. Yeah, Litecoin's on its way, man. I mean, and it doesn't have a lot to go. There's not a lot of support and resistance up here. So once it gets past 300, Litecoin's going to do some serious damage. So look out for Litecoin to do its thing. Bit of a cup and handle here, too. Here's your cup, handle, and it's in the second cup. Sometimes you get the cup with the second cup. See that? Yeah. I hold 56 Litecoins. I'll tell you the honest truth. I'm a bag holder of that light. I've been holding Light for a long time, baby. For a long time. In the bear market, when I made some extra money, I didn't know what to do. I just throw it into some Litecoin. Yeah. Look at Ocean. I saw Ocean in this cup and handle. Look at this. Ocean's about to make a bigger move, in my opinion, and go all the way. All the way, baby. All the way. Ocean went to 161, hit my target, came back down. Let's take a look at what Ocean's doing now. And now, look, it's forming this. A bigger cup, possibly. Like so. See that? So I see Ocean continuing to go to the upside. This is a stalling out point. And look, it came back and retested the wick. Same area right there. So that's good. See? Resistance, resistance, bounced off support. New support at 130, and this thing is gone. So support and resistance are key too, man. I don't really bring it up as much as I bring up the other things because we're going through things pretty fast. But support and resistance is key. Key. All right. Let's take a look at Bitcoin one last time. Then we're going to read some news. Then we'll take any last requests, and then we're going to run on out of here for the day. Beautiful that Bitcoin broke the all-time high. I mean, just beautiful. 60,300 now and holding above. Did it retest? I would love to see if it retested. No, it did not. Let's take a look at that 15-minute and see the health of the move. So 15-minute looks pretty nice. And we're in this beautiful little flag as well. Hey, Adam, a BTC weekly. I don't think it looks too good, actually. Weekly looks pretty scary, to be honest. Looks a little nerve-wracking. Tells me that there could be some pain here coming to the downside. Yikes. Right? And last time. Unless we can just double top up here like that. And here we are here, and we still boomed up pretty nicely before we came down. So let's hope that's the case. Hope we can be double top. Pray for me, Argentina. Or that we're right here. Both had big moves to the upside from the weekly. So, so far so good. It doesn't have a lot of information too, so I don't want to really hold it. 3 days on its way down. The 3 day holds a lot of weight, and the daily's already in the dirt. So to me, this thing is in a cup and handle and ready to rock. It better rock. I got a lot of freaking Bitcoin riding on this trade, so it better rock. So, yes, do your thing. $60,000 Bitcoin, man. We called it on this channel. One of the first channels ever to call 54K. Really, in all seriousness, like dead serious, you know. Bitcoin is the greatest asset in human history. Michael Saylor interview. I believe he's right. I believe he's 100% right. I believe he really is 100% right. So. Yeah, it's all about how you can stretch your coins, dollar cost averaging, diversing portfolio with dollar cost averaging, then you're on the right path to freedom. Yeah. You like Electronium. Seems to me they have so much going on, but the price never moves. I've been holding the bag for 4 years, and my bag got stolen on Cryptopia. They say that they got the funds back, and they're going to help us get them back, and I might get them sometime in this bull run. I don't know. Been holding H-bar since 20 cents. Should I take profit here? It's up to you, man. I think it's going to continue to rock out. That's a quick question, though. Let's take a look at H-bar. Let's take a look at H-bar for you. That's a big question, you know. And you didn't say which pair. USDT pair, USD pair. What you doing? We'll take a look at the USD pair. And look, this was a cup and handle as well. You see it? Thank you so much for the $4.99, man. That means the world to me, dude. 123 Chris. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very, very much. And you can see, look, we were in a cup and handle on H-bar and it boomed up. And I think this is actually going to continue to the upside. Look at the 4 hour. It's low on the stochastics, right? 1 hour actually isn't even done yet. So no, I would not take profits on this. It's telling me no. It's telling me no. Thanks for the stream. New sub. Appreciate the knowledge. Anytime, rich and wealthy, man. This is how you do it. This is how you do get rich and wealthy. You stay around people that spend their time being serious about something, whatever it is. But someone puts their all into something, they're good at it, right? Tom Brady put his all into football. Look where he's at. I put my all into this every single day. I like Alpha here at $1.50. I really think it was a steal at $1.50. Bounced off the low levels. So I'm putting Alpha Finance on your radar. And I'm also telling you I own a bag of Alpha Finance. So be prepared to watch Alpha do some damage. I'm all in, lifers. Yep. Thanks for the stream, man. New sub. Okay, so let's go back to Bitcoin now. I'm going to read some of the awesome news that came out today about Bitcoin. Also, I want to put Bitcoin hash rate. As Bitcoin goes up, this is an easy play. It's going to continue to go to the upside. I want to talk about the Bitcoin hash rate, why it's a great play. Wow, thank you guys so much, man. BTC STUSDT. Thank you so much, Barswad, man. Thank you so much, Hadouken. Really appreciate it, man. You guys are awesome, man. Fun in Israel. Band is a disappointment. I'll agree. I'll agree. Hearing a lot on DOT again. Thoughts? Thank you, Sam. No, DOT's about to go to $60. DOT's about to do some damage. We put a chart up on DOT. We've been talking about DOT as well. So yeah, DOT's about to do its thing, man. This thing just starts to it gets tripped, I think, and it just starts to fly. And yeah. Thank you so much for all the super chats, man. Really, really appreciate it, though. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome. Acro doing damage. About to hit that all-time high and really has no resistance there. So, I mean, things are just approaching places where there's nothing to stop them, right? There's nothing. That was a cup and handle down here. I cannot believe how many of these I mean, wow. We were blessed. Like, we were blessed. ARPA, absolute explosion on the BTC pair. Insane, man. Shout out to Bitcoin for steaming through and just really just paving the way for every one of us, because Bitcoin does what it does, like the 60K. I mean, to look at Bitcoin at $60,000 right now, is that for real? Like, are we all like, am I dreaming? Like, honestly, like, amazing times, man. Amazing times to be alive. Like, unreal. Let's take a look at the news that we're seeing here for Bitcoin. I love it. They're like, Bitcoin. Bitcoin can strengthen the economics of developing countries. For sure it can. It's a good question. Wow. I know we're close to 100K. Okay. Bitcoin crosses 60K, setting a new all-time high. Unbelievable. Bitcoin crosses 60K, setting a new all-time high. The original cryptocurrency hit another milestone. All eyes on Bitcoin. As the Bitcoin price rally continues, the digital asset crossed 60,000 for the first time this morning, weeks after setting a new record at 50,000. Bitcoin has experienced a dramatic ascent over the past few months, and its surge intensified when it crossed 20,000. And honestly, it went up to 42K, tested the lower regions of 29, came up to 54K, 58K, tested the lower regions of 42, 48, came back. Like, it has been doing beautiful things. It's been going up and testing, man. Tell the wife you're spending time with the fam, and we say hi. And thank you so much for the amazing super chats. I really, really appreciate it. It's doubled in price for weeks, leading to a sustained price surge across the entire cryptocurrency market. On February 6th, it crossed a major psychological resistance at 50,000. Now a $1 trillion asset class, various analysis have pointed to the six-figure mark as another key milestone. Many of them have pointed to Bitcoin's digital gold value proposition. Gold's market cap is around $10 trillion. Bitcoin's going to go over 100K. Mark my words, 60,310 Bitcoin all-time high. We are more closer to 100K than zero. The leading cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, has crossed another all-time high, over $60,000. It's currently over 1,000% up compared to the value over the past 12 months. In another exciting day for Bitcoin, supporters at the leading cryptocurrency reached another all-time high above 60,000. The cryptocurrency entered a major correction phase after hitting the previous all-time high around $58,000 towards the end of February. Over 10,000 was wiped off from the cryptocurrency and causing it to drop to 43,000. But after wallowing below 50,000, it began increasing this week as the price steadily rose above 54K, man. Bitcoin mining hardware producer Vechain announced a price of the S19s, $93 per terahash, 100,000 unit minimum. What does it take to order an Antminer S19? Damn, man. That's 100,000 unit minimum. So, like, you have to be a big boy to even get in the game. Today, it costs $94 for 1 terahash. Given the factor that 2 models are available with a hash rate over 110, the price of one machine is more than $10,000. Isn't that crazy? Because it depends on how much it's going to mine. For how long will Uniswap's good fortune last? It's been a good few days for Uniswap, both in price and the development front. Not only did the token see a hike and touch a new all-time high on the charts a few days ago, but the popular decentralized exchange Uniswap also saw a lot of buzz around it thanks to its investor trolling everyone about V3. Be that as may, a minor correction soon after has fueled an inevitable question. Is it too good to last? A loaded question is it difficult to answer with absolute certainty. However, the few metrics can offer some direction in this regard. At the most basic asset price and traded volumes are the best indicators. However, it hit an all-time high of $34 before falling to a trade of $31 at press time. That said, the hike wasn't compared by a similar impetus to its trade volume. Simply put, a divergence seemed to be taking hold, one suggesting that there are few buyers in the space and demand is getting exhausted. We'll take a look at that for you guys on Uni, and we'll second guess that because a lot of these things because I do my own analysis, I just don't get into it. How Bitcoin can strengthen the economies of developing countries. With the advancement of digital currencies comes a sizable number of opportunities. With leveraged business and different organizations could create alternatives and sustainable revenue sources. However, to stretch the possibilities, the economies of third world countries could actively benefit from the integration of digital currencies. A key problem with these developing countries is the low production rate and struggling labor market. Many times the resources necessary for production are left to importation. The upper class deploys the necessary tools and underpays the lower class for their manual labor. This then results in a shift in the distribution of wealth. To break the cycle, although this may not result in the equalization of wealth ownership, depending on digital currencies for small business owners, could be normalized in the near future. For dominant assets like Bitcoin, businesses could leverage the transparent and decentralized model of Bitcoin's blockchain by employing payment options for crypto assets on their platform. For businesses that are yet to create an online presence, Bitcoin ATMs and merchants and apps could come in handy. It basically gives them away from the rich from blocking them from bigger commerce, where then they're blocked and then paid crappy little jobs. Instead, they could extend their own little business and say, oh, no, like I'm deserved what you're deserved. The blockchain, I get it right here. You can't step in. You can't use your banking system between me and my goals. I can use my own system. Elon Musk wants Doge on Coinbase following Tesla's Bitcoin buy via the exchange. Doge is one of the most unusual cryptocurrencies in the crypto space. Based on a popular internet meme, Doge became more popular in 2020 after Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, tweeted regularly about it, leading to a spike in its market value. This came around the time that Tesla bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, making its entry into the crypto market. Elon relishes Doge. Musk's most recent comments about Doge were made via Twitter. Hi, Elon. I saw a report that Coinbase was used for Tesla BTC purchase. Nice entry, by the way. Do you think Coinbase should enable Doge on their platform? It would enable many folks to easily access Doge. He replied, yes, implying a positive response to both the report about Coinbase and its feelings about the Doge coin being listed. The listing of a digital asset can have a massive effect on how successful it is and could be and how successful it can be in the long run. If a popular coin is easily available on the biggest exchanges, it has a higher chance of progress. It's obvious, man. It's obvious. Wow, they have Nano S color now, which I didn't know they had before. So that's pretty cool. This guy's very bearish, though. I've read some of his articles. Sometimes he used to say Bitcoin was going to dump when it was clearly not. Bitcoin price at $60K. All-time highs. Binance used to suffer the greatest loss following the Bitcoin price surge. Binance seems to have suffered more liquidation losses than any other exchange. This could be attributed to the high leverage used by traders on the platform. When the exchange introduced Binance Futures, it allowed traders to use leverage up to 20x, with some going as far as 125x. Other exchanges trailed behind Binance as well, with Yobi recording a 23% loss and Bybit a 12.6% loss. The risk associated with margin trading is why many traders considering very risky. In summary, why would you be shorting Bitcoin in a bull run? Come on, man. Get your heads in the game, guys. Get your heads in the game. So anyway, that's the show in a nutshell, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow for another beautiful stream. I love you guys. Thank you so much. We're going to 100K by the end of the year. 100K by the end of June, man. Get real. Bitcoin only has to go up now 50% to go to 100K, right? 90. It's going to go to 62. So it's got to make 40 on 60. It's got to go up 80%. It's easy, man. Not even no. It's got to make 60%. That's all it's got to do. 2/3 of itself. Come on, man. It does it all the time. Might just be on KuCoin again, but Bitcoin just got another all-time high on my chart. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Did it hit another all-time high? We'll take a look right now and tell you. It did. 60,600. Bitcoin hits a new all-time high as we leave the show. Guys, I don't want to leave you guys. This is insane. This is insane what's happening. live Bitcoin watch party is Bitcoin is about to break to the upside. I think it's about to break this channel here and go to the upside. $62,000 Bitcoin on the way, my friends. If it breaks my top trend line right here, it is gone. If it breaks that all-time high, it is going to do what it just did again. Look, the cup, and it breaks the cup, it explodes. It just did this before. Can it do it again? A microcosm of itself. A smaller version of the bigger version of what just occurred. This is Bitcoin, my friends. This is Bitcoin. I'm getting hyped. I'm getting hyped. I love you all. Thank you guys so much for an amazing stream. I love every single one of you. The passion is real. The passion is here. If you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you guys so much for an amazing day. I can't believe this. Woo! Today we're going to say 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's get ready. I want to find the live stream button so I can end it classy like we always do. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. I could hear you all echoing, man. We should have made a loud echo together throughout the world. As we said, crypto is life. I'll see you tomorrow. Keep up the passion. Keep up the moves. Trade safe. Stay in the rooms. Follow me on Telegram if you want to get to know me. Hit me up on Patreon if you want to support me and my family. $20 a month goes a long way. Thank you so much for everything. And I'll be back tomorrow with another live stream.